We're live, I think.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our next exciting campaign to benefit the wonderful charity that is Black Girls Code. Going to help our young black brothers and sisters with building themselves up in the wonderful art of STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, but mainly coding, They got the C++. They got uh, a second coding variation. They
They've got
got
Fortran, they've got
they
Cobol,
got
they've got everything
4chan.
else
They got
that nobody
everything.
cares
All
about
kinds of
anymore.
coding. I don't know anything about coding, but I know that I want to help those kids learn about coding so they don't grow up like me, a professional dummy. Speaking of which, I'm Drew. Good to meet y'all. Welcome to my little corner over here. We're going to be dungeoning ourselves a whole dragon here, and having a little bit of fun with it. If you enjoy it, and you also want to help out a worthy cause, make sure you donate. I believe the info is like over like the description and little in the chat or what have you. You guys can find where to donate at. And we've got some fun little things that you can do to mess with my game alongside certain donations. Isn't that awesome? If you send in about nothing huge, just $5, you can grant a player inspiration, give them a little extra dice to roll there. If you send in 15, you can give all the players inspiration, which I do not have any plans accounted for. You'll really mess me up real bad. If you send $25, you can force an enemy to re-roll. You can force a re-roll on them, possibly like really just like moving them from a success to a fail. And the next two that I am actually truly afraid of, at $30, a character that I am voicing, I must choose a new voice. I must make up a new voice on the spot. If you send that $30 in, and $40, I have to, in whatever scene we are doing, make up a new character and just thread them in, and they have to be relevant and important to what's going on. I would like to raise money for this charity. I am desperately afraid that I will get bombarded with the last one. So let's see how it goes. And remember also, if you enjoy gaming with me, there's a reason I'm wearing this cool little hoodie here, Agents of Damned. You can find us anywhere you find podcasts. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on my plug. But, if you're ever looking for me later on, or our wonderful friend Xtina, who we'll meet in a second, that is where we will be. But let's get ourselves introduced. So I'm going to kind of call out character names, and I want you guys kind of briefly introduce yourselves, get in like any like quick plugs you want to do. Of course, give pronouns for yourself and for your character.
I love
And
pronouns.
let's start with I too love me some pronouns. Let's start off with Ionia the Mode.
Hi there. My name is Iomia, and I am almost 800. I am a pink dragon because my scales aren't quite red enough yet. But when I get older, I will be a red dragon, and I will be able to fly just like my sisters. Roar!
Huzzah! And let's move it on to.
Oh yeah, pronouns. She,
Oh, yeah,
her,
we
female.
forgot.
Same for me. She, her. Almost forgot about that. Very important though.
All right, so Blitzen.
Hi, I'm Ash, and today I'll be playing Blitzen Vandenberg. She is a white kobold. She's 3 foot nothing, and she has a giant sword almost as tall as she is, which she uses to be a paladin and hit people very hard. I use she, her, and its pronouns, and Blitzen uses she, her, and they, them pronouns, because all this awesome is too much to be contained in merely one gender.
Smash the gender binary, and let's move on from that to Scritcherscratch.
Most people call me Leith because that is, in fact, my name. But today I'll be playing Scritcherscratch, the Kenku druid. Both of us are he's and also hims.
Wonderful, wonderful. And moving things along to my lady love and the character that I'm the most nervous about, as they have derailed a previous campaign horrendously, and I hope that they don't again. Iiski.
Hi guys, I'm Xtina, she, her, and I will be playing Iiski, the half-orc fighter who uses he, him pronouns.
Excellent, excellent. With all of us rounded up, let's set the scene. Now, we pull into, well, the open ocean, oddly enough. Now, what we're experiencing is a little bit of the calm, not before the storm, but after. We're on a small passenger vessel that had just recently experienced some pretty stormy and choppy waters. Because of that, the captain, a rather gruff-looking half-orc man who you all met upon boarding and such, has had you guys confined to your quarters for the sake of safety. However, now that things have cleared off for an acceptable amount of time, he scans the horizon, notices we're getting relatively near to our destination, and he gives the order for everyone to be free to move about on the top decks. So, this will likely be the first time that you on your fun little team here are meeting each other. Let's start. Let's go in introduction order. Iona, you did a brief description of your character before, but how would your character go about getting up on the top decks and looking around?
Well, seeing as she's a fire dragon and fire dragons and water don't exactly mix, she's probably just seasick, trying to make sure she stays steady, and she's just when are we getting back to land? So she's just sort of on the top of the deck trying not to lose her lunch, because it's probably going to come out as a giant fireball if she does, but right now it's just no. She's not her thing.
I will add on to that. I'll say probably the ship's cook, who is used to dealing with anyone who's seasick, is a little halfling woman who's kind of making small circles on your back with her hand, it's all right, Dee Dee, you'll be okay. Just breathe. Let's move ourselves along to Blitzen. How would your character go about getting themselves on the top decks and looking about?
Blitzen is strolling out of her cabin, rolling her neck, cracking her knuckles, making some sort of not particularly funny quip about quarters, more like eighths, am I right? Those things were pretty small. And then she kind of looks around self-consciously because she realizes, only after saying it, that it wasn't actually funny. And she makes her way up decks. What was that?
Oh, I was saying, and hold on, I'm trying to find the whole thing. All right. So, in accordance with a request that was made that I thought was too hilarious, I do want to again do a little add-on, little yes-anding. As you have also made your joke, another cold runs past you, kind of in a little bit of finery, and realizing that he's almost missed his mark, yells out pretty loudly to the entire ship, "Make way for Dame Blitzen van der Berg, Savior of Karlenstadt, Bane of the Knolls, applaud!" And he attempts to start up a clap that does not catch on.
She bows her head and she's mildly annoyed because yes, well technically those are all of her titles. She's been adventuring for 3-4 years now. She's pretty experienced at this point. She doesn't really want to be thought of as a big deal because she likes it when people underestimate her, and she gets to hit them with her sword.
That's good stuff. I will say your assistant looks to you and says, My apologies, my lady. I missed my mark. I got caught in the rigging. There's a lot of rope on this ship.
I'm just realizing what the dynamic is here. I have to take care of a retainer. Oh no. This is gonna cause some problems, huh?
Yep.
She just kind of sighs and proceeds up deck. She is wearing common clothes. She has worn common clothes all her life, and she is not about to stop now, even though she did get knighted that one time.
Also, your assistant, though sworn to protect and like listen to you, does not like this decision, and like at any turn will be like, hey, we could wear like something fancier if you would like. It would be more fitting of your station.
She does kind of her box standard response to that is look how fancy my sword is, because she keeps it strapped to her back at all times. She's not currently wearing her plate armor because that stuff is super heavy, but those same concessions do not extend to her sword. She has a magical +1 great sword she calls the greatest sword, and it is currently strapped across her back because it would not fit on her belt because it is too large compared to her.
Now, I have a question for you. Is it the greatest sword in the world, or is it just a tribute?
It is just a tribute.
Really?
I'm sorry I had to do it, but we're moving ourselves along. Scritcherscratch, you're next to make it up on deck. How would your character go about getting up on deck and looking about?
Well, Mr. GM, do you think you could tell me what the weather is like right about now?
That is going to give us the first roll of the day. Let's see what the weather's looking like. Ooh, the weather is actually pristine and clean. The storm that had been with you guys before has now since passed, and not just passed, but almost as though there's no evidence of that it was there in the first place. Truly optimal sailing conditions. Going to be a nice, smooth ride right into port.
And yet
Lovely.
I'm still gonna be seasick.
At first,
The
Scritcherscratch
halfling
doesn't
woman that's with you is like very concerned that you will throw up because she does not want the ship to catch fire.
So at first, Scritcherscratch is not particularly minded to his surroundings, but even though he's not exactly seasick, he's not a big fan of being confined in a little ship's quarters. So now that he can finally walk about, smell the air, he makes a big effort to do so. Soon as he's on the top deck, he can see the sunlight. He'll find somewhere quiet to just take a seat, pluck a unbloomed lily from some pocket, do a little incantation in front of it, and watch it bloom, and then close and bloom again, over and over, smiling just as widely each time.
Also, your antics there have caught like the attention of a few of like the deckhands who are like working with like rigging and ropes, and I don't know how to sail a ship, but they're doing ship stuff. I imagine some are carrying barrels that are probably important. I don't know, but you have caught their attention, not in any kind of a negative way, but in sort of like a magic man, haha. So they do like give you a little bit more like not a side eye, but a little bit more of a glance than they would just like passing by a regular passenger, and that they've noticed like your magical ability and are like mildly impressed.
As I notice that I am myself being noticed, I suddenly become a little self-conscious. Quit doing what I'm doing, look up, eyes wide, do some tilts of the head, and do these sort of like animalistic warbles in response.
Interested. Might expand on that in a bit. But I do believe it is time for the final member of our motley crew, Iiski. As your character, how does your character go about making their way up to the top decks and looking around?
Iiski has a protein shake in his hand, and he's coming up and he's sipping on it, and he's looking around. He's like, "Hey, buds, what's up? How's everyone doing today? We ready for an amazing day?"
I think Blitzen goes for the high five.
Yeah, what's up?
Roll persuasion.
Okay. 12.
The crew finds you insufferable immediately. Immediately. It's like early in the morning. They're at work. They're at work early and they don't want to be, but like it's a job. So like they're just kind of like going about the business, and you're like too peppy, and it's like Ugh, this freaking guy. Like, you are not liked right off the bat.
That's okay.
Blitzen is now
pays
Iiski's
no
only
mind.
friend.
Blitzen is... Yes, Blitzen right now is Iiski's only friend on the ship.
That's okay. Iiski fully goes for that high five with Blitzen and compliments Scritcherscratch on the flower, like, oh man, that's really cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But Blitzen, can you name your assistant for me? I feel like I shouldn't name your assistant.
It's gotta be something vaguely German and also disgustingly fancy. So, I don't know, like... Wilhelm von Frederick III?
Alright, Wilhelm
Wilhelm von Frederick III.
Wilhelm von Frederick III. If I can jump onto that, you call him Willie and he hates it.
I think I call him Bill, and he hates it.
Vil and he hates it.
Yeah.
So Vil looks over and like sees you making friends with like Iiski and riff raff. Riff raff. Not loud, but like a mumble, like mainly in his heart, not super out loud, but riff raff.
Blitzen chooses not to notice.
Now that you've all made your way up to the top decks, you are approached by the captain. I touched on him briefly, but now you guys kind of like see him, not in the context of like a storm or like quickly being like ushered to your cabins, and you see a rather tall, like half orc man, kind of like a lot of salt and pepper in his beard, and like long like kind of like hair with like a shock of gray going through it. And you see Captain Vanderbilt, the captain of the passenger vessel who's been tasked with bringing you here. He addresses you all and says, like, "All right, we're going to be making port relatively soon. As I understand, my task with ferrying you and bringing you here is to complete a job. I'm not super privy to the details, but it seems like the people of this city-state have need of your services. So you have been effectively assembled as I would assume some manner of mercenary crew. I don't ask a lot of questions. What I have been told is to relay to you," and he goes into like the breast pocket of like his like captain's jacket and pulls out like kind of a slightly wet piece of paper that he shakes out and kind of like pulls out and then looks at and then like realizes that he's holding it upside down, puts it right side up. You are gonna want to talk to the mayor. You're gonna want to talk to the mayor of this town we're coming up to. Speaking of which, look out! How we looking? And the lookout calls down, "Making port in a few minutes, Captain." Well, then a few minutes, we'll be making port in the city-state of Brillig. So, make ready for that. And he kind of like tips his little like captain's hat to you. And unless anyone like holds him up, he like starts to walk away.
I think Blitzen tries to salute him just to be polite, because like she's not one for sailing very much, so she is just approximating what you're supposed to do in this situation.
Scritcherscratch is just gonna
land.
Scritcherscratch, as he's walking away, just repeats to the other guys to reiterate it, trying to mimic the captain's voice. "See the mayor. See the mayor."
That's right, little dude. We gotta go see the mayor.
Well, that's the job, isn't it? Go talk to the guy in charge, see what he wants you to do. Go beat someone up. I've been a mercenary for a while now. I understand how it works. We'll come out of this all right.
Who's the bear?
Look, as long as it supports my protein shake purchasing, I'm all about it.
you were gonna say protein shake addiction, weren't you?
No.
Don't
Definitely
lie.
not.
Don't lie to the viewers.
Certainly not.
So as you guys
Big
make
bear
point,
or a teddy bear?
Un teddy bear. So as you guys are making port, you guys get a little bit of a better view of Brillig. Now, as you kind of like look about, it seems to be kind of an average port town. You know that because of their kind of deal, they are a city-state, so they've got enough pull that they control like both like their town proper and kind of like the lands around it almost autonomously. But it's not like a big like crazy hustling bustling place. It's just kind of like almost like your average port town. As you kind of like look about, you see like a lot of different things. You see like the common things for the area. You of course see the dock. You see you see inns. You see pubs. You see blacksmiths. You see jewelers. You see like all the standard array of things that would be in like a town of this import. You don't see anything that would immediately strike you as a town hall or something where the mayor would be. What you do see are a large amount of like big, like almost warehouse-looking buildings. And I'll call for my first group roll. Can everyone roll me a history check? History.
Oh, great! I get to fail a roll. Wow, I have -2 to history.
It's
Oh,
Well, I got a
that's-
19 on a nat 20, so
I got a 14.
Well-
It's honestly not as bad as I was expecting.
Nice.
17.
Okay, good
Nice.
news. I got an 8.
Got an
there
8.
you go.
All right, so let's start. Scritcherscratch. You have heard of the city-state of Brillig in passing, and you feel like you should definitely remember that there's something that is important for, but it's just not coming to you. Everyone who is not Scritcherscratch because they didn't roll an 8 on a DC 10 history check. You remember the city-state of Brillig is kind of like both a port town but also a logging town. One of the only places on the planet where you can get wood from the tum-tum tree. Which is
Interesting.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's essentially like a truffula tree. It's like got like a bunch of different uses to it. It's a cool fantasy tree that is a valuable resource.
Hey, lumber was economically important in the real world too.
There
You
you
gotta
go.
make boats out of something.
You do gotta make
I'm
boats.
Magic
out of
things
looking
something.
for
to know about
firewood.
So all of you know that, except Scritcherscratch. Scritcherscratch is like, man, those warehouse buildings there are a lot of them. But the rest of you get the inkling that because that's the main kind of focal point of this town's business, that if you don't immediately see a city hall, that those might be good places to start looking around for where the mayor might be.
Are there anyone like walking around, or is it still so early that no one's really like out and about?
People are definitely out and about. Are you looking for someone in particular, or just like someone walking by?
Literally any random dude walking by.
Yeah, you see a random dude walking by. You see a Ganassi dude walking by. Fire Ganassi. Just vibing.
Hey bro, what's up? Good morning. Do you know where we can find the mayor?
That's a weird question. I just work here at the dock. I tie the ships. I mean, probably I don't know, probably one of like the lumber places, or like, I mean, he's at town hall sometimes, but it's hard to kind of see it.
Oh yeah, like do you know? Can you like roughly direct us? Like what direction do we need to go to get there? I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you got to get to work.
Where can I find the bear?
The mayor. All right. Let's see what I can do as far as the mayor. Sorry, dude. I'm really late, and he runs off. That was a natural one. On just a random like, how helpful is this guy? And not very.
Goodbye,
That's okay, bro. Thanks. Bye.
He looked over at a sundial and realized that he's late. He's like, "Oh God, I can't lose this job!" And then he ran off.
He's not gonna help us find the
Run
bear.
with the arms. You'll go faster.
He's not running with his arms at all. He's Naruto running.
All right, let's try some other buys stay around here.
I think. Can I give it a shot? I think Blitzen tries to like flag down the most grizzled, most like old salt looking longshoreman, and just asks and just looks like, "Oi, moment of your time. Which way is the pub?"
Let's see. You see a very very old like salt of the earth, just like this human guy who looks like he has been here on the docks his whole life. Long beard down to his belly button, missing an eye, corncob pipe, button nose, 2 eyes made out of coal. Nope, that's a snowman.
That's
but yeah, so he's so he goes around and says, "Oh, the pub. Well, what you want to do is you're gonna go." He points away. You're gonna go down this way a click, and then you're going to see old man Jalopies. He's got a business selling fruits and produce. Don't stop in with old man Jalopy. He'll talk your ear off. But if you get down to old man Jalopies, and then you hang a left, and this takes a while, but he does give you directions to where you need to go to find a pub.
Okay, but
I think at some point in this
word.
conversation, I wouldn't have been thrilled with how long it was taking, so I just would have interrupted. Instead of doing the captain's voice, I would have just tried to interject, "See the mayor. See the mayor."
Okay. I think Blitzen is perfectly happy with just going to... Blitzen understands the RPG cliche. If you go to the tavern to find all the news and like what's up in the town.
It is a helpful thought process. I would like to resolve Scritcherscratch.
17.
17. You managed to get the impossible to happen. This old man stops in the middle of his rambling sentence.
Wow.
He says, "Oh, the mayor. I do love the mayor. I saw him about an hour ago," and he changes his directions, but still take a long time to give you the location of the mayor. So you now know where to go.
All right. Success, I think.
I hope someone else was with me, because I'm going to have a lot of trouble relaying those directions. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. I'm a Cancun. I can just remember it.
Blitzen is right there talking.
Well, I feel like you could like relay the directions exactly as he said them. It would just take just as long.
That's exactly what I do. That is exactly what I do.
I'm imagining like a little bird walks up to you guys like, "Did you find anything?" And he opens his mouth though, like, and just playing out of it like a gramophone, just like.
I am imagining.
Old man Jalopies.
I am imagining him playing it at 1.25 times speed. So it's just this old man voice speaking slightly faster.
But eventually, I inform the rest of the party.
Manage to get through and get the directions out. So, you guys now have the location of where the mayor is at. Assumedly, you all get yourselves together. and then you make your way over to where the mayor is. You actually find him at one such lumber mill, and that he's kind of like, with the amount of things that need to go on, he's a little bit more of a hands-on mayor. He doesn't really like sit in his office too often. He spends a lot of time like going about like amongst people and kind of like solving like day-to-day problems and such. You meet him at one of these lumber mills, literally helping them like clear some jammed machinery. And as the machinery is cleared, he notices you all walk in and notices notices that you're all out of town,
You're not a
and that you all appear
bear.
to be. Yeah, he is not a bear. The bear. There's actually a bear near him. Different guy. The bear works at the mill. It's very clear the bear works at the mill. He's got a little like T-shirt with the mill's logo on it and like overalls on. But next to that bear is the actual mayor.
I completely ignore the mayor and say hello to the bear using my speech of the woods trait as a shepherd druid.
Hello, bear.
I should.
Okay, so I know exactly
I know I
what
made a
you
mistake,
meant
but
by
I allowed the bear.
the bear. The bear is here.
The bear.
When you said the
Do
mill's
you all
logo,
go and talk to the bear?
I don't think Blitzen will talk to the bear. I think she's just watching this train wreck happen.
Whoever wants to talk to the bear, I will translate for you.
Hello, bear. Will you be my friend?
Do you have a feature that allows you to speak with animals, or the spell speak with animals?
Yes,
Because it says
shepherd,
a bear.
druid, speech of the woods. Beasts can understand your speech, and you gain the ability to decipher their noises and motions.
You know what? That's all right. That's valid. That works.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
so you talk to the bear who existed for a gaff, and now I have to think of a voice and personality.
Most
Right.
people have to donate $30.
Why
to
are
get
you
this.
guys flirting with me?
Right.
I'm just old
Yeah.
Pogi the bear, Pogi Bear. I sure do love barbecues. I sure do love
I love
barbecue
barbecues
baskets.
too. We can be friends.
Oh, you also like barbecues? I love barbecues.
They're my favorite thing. They're basically my whole character and everything that I care about. That's me, old Pogi Bear. What do you need? There's a very
What are the
important
others?
looking person next to the bear who is baffled because you're making bear noises at a bear.
Iiski this is the mayor next to the bear, right?
The mayor is next to the bear, yeah.
Yeah, so Iiski turns to the mayor. He's like, "Man, I hope you're offering barbecues to your assistant mayor, because it sounds like he like really likes barbecue, according to my friend who's translating for this bear. But yo, what's up? How are you?"
So the man you've seen next to the bear, who, you know what, I'm gonna say has a sash on that says mayor.
Literally can't miss them.
I'm gonna make him a mayor. He's a
I-
mayor of Townsville style mayor. He's got like a sash on. He's got a little like freaking like top hat and stuff. He's got a monocle. He's got a little mustache. He's like, are you the people I hired?
Yeah, what's
I
up?
think-
I'm Iiski. These are my
Yes.
friends. This is Scritcherscratch. This is Iomia, and this is Blitzen.
I think when her name is called, Blitzen like strides forward and attempts to take control of the conversation by like extending a hand to the mayor for him to handshake, because she's learned that,
Before
like,
you are
they-
able to shake the mayor's hand, your assistant bumbles in and runs in, knocking stuff over. And goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, first of her name, Dame Blitzen Vanderberg, Savior Collinstadt, Bane of the Knolls, applaud!" And he again
And
attempts
she-
to start.
she audibly face palms.
That's too many names. I'm never gonna remember them.
Just call me Blitzen. It's easier this way.
All right. I didn't
Make it
I
quickly.
sent out for the best mercenaries we could get with our budget, which admittedly wasn't the best, but I do hope you're all capable.
call. Hello, yes, my name is Blitzen. The three of us have been hired to work on this mission together. Mercenary work. It wasn't exactly explained what this entailed. I hope you could enlighten us, sir.
Right. Well, if you're done with my my associate Pokey, my contact here at the mill, he's actually the owner of this mill. I've decided now in this moment. He's actually the owner of this mill, but we'll have to leave Poggy behind for right now. Poggy, call me if you need any help with the machinery again. I know you don't have thumbs, but damn it all if you aren't the best mill leader we've ever seen. And Poggy blushes a little bit. And the mayor kind of gathers you guys all up and he's like, to explain the situation, I'll need to... Well, we can't talk here. There might be too many listening ears. But if you'll follow me, I'll get you abreast of the situation. Sabi?
I understand completely. And she nods, and she gestures to her retainer, and they go.
Iiski tags along with the rest of the group.
Shall we follow?
Alrighty, daddy. So you all follow the mayor. Now he takes you out of the mill. He does take you to like a small building that's rather unassuming that turns out to be their town hall. Like their town hall is like a real life town hall where it's like actually honestly just kind of like unimpressive. It's not like a big like the big building in the center of town. Like it's just like a kind of just a municipal building. But he takes you there.
Building. Echo.
Not quite the echo building that you would be expecting, but it is still, still just like a regular like municipal type of building. You guys you roll on in, takes you inside, kind of brings you all into like a small like box room like that some of you might recognize as like an elevator, although it's not like super common technology all about, and uses the rope and pulley to like lower you all down to a lower floor. As he is lowering you all down, like he's literally like in the middle of like lowering, he starts to kind of break down why he's hired you. So, have any of you heard of the rare and beautiful creature known as the Jabberwock?
Oh, I know the Chatterjockey. I know the Chatterjockey. My sister's talked about it all the time back home.
I have to admit I do not.
The mayor narrows his eyes at Ionia, and he's just like, "Ooh, I really hope you're good at fighting."
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
he narrows his eyes at Ionia and goes like, I do hope you're good at fighting." And he kind of looks over. He's just like, the Jabberwocky is a creature that when it reaches maturity is actually quite large. Tangentially related to the dragons, actually, although not quite with their natural proclivities.
I'm a dragon.
They're dangerous when they're full grown, but they are having trouble reaching that state. They're not very common. They're actually quite endangered, actually, and a very valuable part of our local ecosystem here. Problem is that though they are protected, they are still prized by hunters. They're often seen as glory kills, a way to say you've killed a dragon without actually having to go through the difficulty of fighting an actual dragon, often targeted while they're young.
Kill a
My fists are
dragon?
visibly clenching by
That's
now.
not good.
He kind of like clocks this and like gives you both like a nod and gets a little bit more somber. He's like, it's been devastating for our local ecosystem, but the true tragedy of it is that the Jabberwocks are gentle creatures. I know that as far as our payment for this job, we can't offer very much, so I wanted to bring you here to show you what we are, I guess, talking about. And as he says that, he kind of like reaches the end of his little elevator pulley thing, and like you clump down to the ground. pulls a little like lever and the doors open into a little underground enclosure, kind of like a fake burrow. Where you
Blitzen
see
right at home here. She's a kobold. She's
Ooh, secret lair.
secret lair, and you see a little creature that's scaled yellow face, but like the scales start to turn like green as it goes throughout its body. It's got arms that like those kind of arms that are like the arms, and then like the wings are coming off of the arms with like little like claws here. It's not much. It's a little smaller than Iiski. It's a little smaller than Iiski, like so smaller than like an average person. So you can kind of tell that it's like a juvenile, a young version of this creature. But by context clues, you can all kind of surmise that this is a young Jabberwock.
Hello,
and it like
Mr.
looks up to you and
wow.
Can we be
like
friends?
and it shakes its head around and like does a little circle, and it like runs over and tries to like flap and fly over at you, then falls to the ground. Gets up, looks over at one of its arms where the wing is damaged quite badly.
Oh no!
Nuzzles it a little bit, and then just kind of like
Hurt
very
you.
awkwardly walks over to you as it's not like great at walking. And it will go over to you, Scritcherscratch. And it'll kind of like muzzle you a bit with its nose.
Yeah, this isn't really a hard decision for me. I immediately headbutt it.
Yes.
It headbutts you back and like shakes its body around and is like very excited about it.
Oh, I'm happy to
Let
escalate
me
it.
headbutt too. I have
I
two
just have
swords,
to
sir.
straight
Good
up
for headbutting.
start wrestling with it like I'm just another juvenile animal just like it.
I'll say like if you and Ionia want to do like wrestling with our new Jabberwock friend here, both of you roll me animal handling.
Okay.
Yay.
I kind of want Blitzen to try and like negotiate the terms of the job with the mayor.
That'll be 17.
5.
Oh.
Scritcherscratch, like in the fray of things, it does like look at you kind of like, bird. And it does kind of like in the middle of like wrestling you, like sees you as a little bit like more of like a toy, and then it kind of like tosses you up in the air, and then it starts like kind of like tossing you up and down like a ball.
And I am totally into it. Just spreading my arms and letting myself fall and not resisting at all, even a little bit.
I'll say, Ionia, like you're fully in it. Like you've kind of like picked up on its mannerisms a little bit more naturally, also being tangentially related to dragons, and you're just kind of like getting into like fun little like headbutt duels. But to Iiski and Blitzen, the mayor leans over to you and says, so we rescued this one from the last group of poachers that tried to claim this one's life. We've named her Jujubee.
Jujubee.
Oh.
When you say Jujubee, it looks over you and goes,
Jujubee.
That is the cutest name I have heard.
That is so cute. Jujubee and me are friends now.
I'll say every time you say Jujubee, it does like look over to you and go, "Brrrr." I'm not going to keep doing it, but know that is happening.
Aw. I will find whoever hurt Jujubee and I will destroy them.
Me too. I will destroy
I will
anybody who
protect
hurts
Jujubee
any
for
of
my
my
entire life.
Jabberwocky friends.
At some point in between being tossed around like a toy, I'm gonna give them both a little nudge on the forearm in agreement.
It like stops using it as a ball and like realizes you're not like a toy and like nuzzles you back.
Okay, this is gonna go on forever if we're just nuzzling Jabberwock, because I am not gonna stop this.
Guys, new campaign is just playing with Jujubee.
Just the rest of the session just be like narrating cute shit Jujubee.
This little dragon girl with a little Jabberwocky headbutting each other for the rest of the stream.
Yup. But listen, you mentioned wanting to like talk with the mayor. I kind of like caught that in the fray of things.
Yeah, talk shop with the mayor about the job. So I think she looks over at the Jabberwocky.
So the mayor looks over to you like, you seem to be kind of the leader.
This happens to me a lot. Yes. I was just wondering. This is about the poach. We're just to be perfectly clear, we are being sent up to go deal with some poachers, correct?
Well, in effect, yeah, it's a little bit more complicated than that. We've the resources to assemble a bit of a fighting force to attempt to take these poachers down. However, what we don't have the resources for is to properly investigate them. They're meeting primarily in secret. Excuse me. They know that they're skirting the law, and they know that to openly defy it would be, well, disastrous for them. So we need someone to deal with them, but also we need someone to find out where they are.
Bad people, and they're doing bad things to my new friends, so I'm gonna help get rid of them. I'm gonna burn down their hideout.
Does part of the job include, for example, finding evidence of their illegal activities?
Like that's when the mayor looks up like, well, let's. I don't want to sound skeevy. However, these fucking yahoos came into my town and are killing animals that are truly kind and gentle creatures. So if you've got a reasonable bead on them being the actual poachers and you catch them in the act, or if you just kind of figure it out, I'm not gonna worry so much about paperwork.
As
this
he's
is little bit more
fucking yahoos.
Search and destroy. What your squad would be is a team of anti-poachers. There'll be no jail. There'll be no jail for these people.
As he continues, she starts grinning, and then her grin gets wider and wider. And as he finishes, she just cracks her knuckles and goes, "All right, one question: Are we allowed to keep everything we can steal from them?"
I would encourage it. I don't have a lot of information, but everything that I've heard about them gives me the sense that these are, what would be the term? A bunch of rich pricks.
She holds out a hand for a handshake and says, "You're a good man, Mayor. You and I are of the same mind on protecting the wilds from these sorts of people."
He claps your hand and like shakes you up and down. And he claps Iona's hand and shakes her up and down. And he claps Scritcherscratch's hand and shakes him up and down. And he claps Iiski's hand and tries to shake him up and down and kind of ends up
shakes
stuck.
him up and down.
And he gets shook up and down.
Yeah. I very much appreciate this, because this is a very medieval way of getting paid, which is the actual payment is minimal. The real value is in whatever you can steal from the people you've been sent to go after.
Yes,
The
your
real treasure
job
was the shit
description
we
is
stole along the way.
find them. Yeah, there you go. Well, your job description is find them, do them a real big murder, keep all of their things.
Do murder, steal things. I can do that.
Right.
So if you're all in agreement, GGB and I will stay here, and I thank you very much for your assistance. You'll need to go about town, and sadly, this is where I've stopped being of help. Although I'm not sure if I've been quite helpful enough in this matter. You'll need to find some manner of a lead to figure out where they're meeting. We know they're not meeting anywhere openly, but you'll need to find someone who might know and get information out of them. Well, I won't tell you how to do your jobs, but you'll need to figure out where they are first. We're extra concerned in that from rumors and such that have been circulating around, they're planning their biggest hunt yet. If you four aren't able to stop them, I fear that Jujubee may end up the last Jabberwock. And that is not something I'm prepared to deal with.
That's not good.
Well, drunkards love to run their mouth, so if you all excuse me, I'll be off to the pub.
I grab Blitzen by the collar and pull him
Then-
straight right back.
Oh
Her,
no!
excuse me.
Teamwork.
She looks over at you quizzically. Her big kobold ears flip up.
Okay,
And then,
bye-bye, Jujubee. I go help your friends now.
Jujubee licks Ionia. Like big puppy lick, like right across the face.
Oh.
Yeah, on her way out, I'm gonna give her a I Jujubee.
Alright. So Blitzen gets the message.
Another
She's
big
supposed-
puppy lick from Jujubee that like sticks your feathers the wrong way.
Oh.
And still holding Blitzen by the collar because she's not going anywhere.
Blitzen gets the idea. Don't split the party.
Jujubee sniffs at Blitzen and then like sticks their tongue
don't
out
fix it.
in kind of like a
I think Blitzen sticks her tongue out at Jujubee. She's got.
Jujubee takes that as a yes, and you get a big puppy lick all across your body.
Oh, God.
She mostly just shrugs it off.
Jujubee also takes this to mean like it is okay to lick everyone, and then licks the mayor, and then also licks Iiski.
Iiski looks uncomfortable, but like lets it happen.
Like there's a lot of moisture in the lick. It's not
Why is
a
it so
comfortable
wet?
lick.
Why are these licks so wet? This is upsetting.
The mayor like kind of like shrugs, like I don't know, man.
Like I'm an animal person, but this is a lot.
Mayor's like, I'm not next to
Nicknames,
this.
it's lovely.
Trying to help,
Well-
you know?
Your idea earlier about the pub's
Little
probably not a terrible
Jabberwocky.
idea,
Anyway.
though, to go get more information.
Yeah, we should probably go do the thing, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
The faster we find them and stop them, the less problems there will be. So.
And jump cut to the pub.
Yeah.
As I fear we will never leave this room.
Yeah, probably not.
A
You kind of
mystical
need to
man
drag the
outside
little
of
dragon
space and
girl
time
away.
walks in and changes the background. You're all standing on like a cartoon frame to the pub.
Is when we get to the bar, is the assistant mayor bear drinking at the bar?
I already missed Juju.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll. I want you to call high or low.
Chat high or low.
We're leaving up to chat,
high
are
or
we?
low. Is Pogi at the bar?
Low.
Yeah, chat is
Low.
called low.
Okay.
Too
Tensei
late.
is called high.
Low came first.
Pogi's at the bar.
Yes.
All right.
Nice call, Paul.
Pogi's at the bar. Pogi's at the bar having,
Okay,
I
so
guess, a bear beer.
Beer.
A bear beer.
I don't
think,
know.
I
Pogi
think,
here's the
bars,
didn't
deal.
exist 5 minutes ago.
I think
we
bars
have a
bears would be into wine. Actually, it's got all those fruits in it.
So what we have here is a bear who just kind of hangs out in public. They probably don't really like talk to the bear, but also people probably aren't scared about talking around the bear. Because who's the bear gonna tell about anything?
Okay, what does the bear know?
If you finagle away for Pogi Bear to be your in,
And it wouldn't be me this time.
Honestly,
I
not the
feel like
worst
it's your
plan
energy.
I've ever.
I still blame you.
Not the worst plan I've ever heard.
All right. So, here's what's gonna happen.
Other people at this pub.
Uh,
Other people.
I want to take a seat at the
You're just
bar.
gonna talk to the bear.
but-
I know you're just gonna talk to the bear.
I'm gonna talk to the bear. I'm gonna take a seat at the bar. Tell the bartender I want one of what he's having.
Beer.
He
nudge
slides you
Puggy.
a mug of mead that is mixed with mostly like just raw honey.
Straw.
Like
Is
it's
it-
real
is it
sticky to
good?
drink.
Okay.
Pokey looks over
I
to you and
think-
goes, "Oh, I mean, it's the best. I mean, I'm the only one that drinks it. They mainly keep it here for me, but I mean, you can give it a shot."
Just to try and like get his attention, be polite, blah blah blah. I give it a shot.
Roll a con save.
Oh, here we go. Uh,
I would offer to try drinking some too, but I don't think you should let what essentially is equivalent to an 8-year-old have any beer.
Oh, I will.
Oh boy.
It's actually
I'll try the
a-
bear beer.
Also, make a con save.
Yeah, so I actually got a 17.
All right, 17. It's a little rough going down. Like the viscosity of it mixed with the alcohol content is like a new thing, but you're good.
I got a 25.
You,
Ah.
like you in true frat boy fashion, despite the fact that the liquid is again like a large amount like honey, so like that kind of consistency, and shouldn't be physically able to be chugged, managed to chug it.
Iiski.
Much to the impressment of like both the bar itself and of Poggy Bear, who's like, "Oh, I'm a bear, and not even I can drink it like that."
Iiski slams it down on the bar. He looks over and he like dabs up Pokey Bear. Just like, yeah, that's good. I understand why you like it.
Yeah,
So,
Poggy Bear
I
dabs you up
imagine-
and just keeps going to his mug. Poggy Bear drinks it like he is a bear. He's like holding on to it with both hands and goes. Like that.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
I love him.
Get that bear drunk.
Using my speech of the woods, still I can make beasts understand my speech, gain the ability to decipher their noises and motions. So I imagine what everyone else is going to hear is completely nonsensical but entirely accurate bear noises. What Poggy is going to hear is something more along the lines of, "Greetings, stranger. My friends and I are visitors to this strange land, and we understand there are troubles with the Jabberwock. We want to know if you know anything about the troublemakers."
All right. So again, kind of, we've reached the zone where I'm kind of making stuff up as we go along because I had like people. I was like, this person knows, this person doesn't know, this person does know. Poggy was
not supposed to
was
be
a
here.
bit. Poggy was a bit. So
Should've been
I'm gonna
playing
roll.
Pokey.
I'm gonna set a
Now we're
DC.
here.
I'm gonna set a. You know what? I'm gonna set a DC in my mind. I'm not gonna roll it. Scritcherscratch. I want you to roll a raw luck check. So no pluses to it, just raw luck. I have a DC in my mind for Poggy to know what is going on.
I feel like what's happening here
Okay,
is
I want to see if the camera will show this. No, it won't. It's a nat
Yeah.
20.
My God. I mean, if you want to like be like, hey, I got proof, you can take a screenshot and put it in the Discord.
Yeah, screenshot in Discord coming up.
Yeah.
Discord.
Okay, I feel like this is
This is supposed
still...
to take longer. Is the thing for me is I was like, this is supposed to be like, you know what I mean, like a bunch of like wacky dudes in the bar and talk to them and figure out who knows what, and it was the whole thing. And no, you guys made up a bear that I agreed to. That I agreed to because I'm stupid. And then you nat 20 the bear knowing. Okay, so Poggy, as soon as you say the strangers, gets real serious. Real serious. And he goes, "Oh, who are those guys? Oh yeah, I know those guys. A lot of people can't understand exactly what I'm saying because I'm a bear. They just kind of get the general vibe. But I've been wanting to tell people this for a while. they've got a whole secret hideout that they meet at. There's like they've got like passwords and secret handshakes and all kinds of stuff. It's this whole clandestine meeting thing. Like they've got like a secret pub underneath one of the mills, not one of the ones I run, obviously, but it's you'll need to like, and it gives you directions on like how to like go around back and like do a special knock on like a cellar door, and then like the password to tell the person the password is dropping logs because it's a lumber mill. And like via nat 20, via natural goddamn 20.
Hey, it happens.
He gives you everything you need to like get in there, like as though you're meant to be there.
Hey, so DM, if it helps, here's the thing. I assume he's telling me all of this in Bear.
Yes, so you're not even going to be overheard.
Yeah, here's the thing. I'm canonically, like, I wrote my character to be not that great at Common. So, I know this
Oh,
shit.
yeah, you're gonna have
I don't know how to make you
You're gonna
know
have a
this
time.
shit.
I see. So we know there is a password. We're just not entirely sure what it is.
You are gonna have to charade the password to them, because like you can communicate certain ideas to them, but like you can't express exact words on this. Roll performance to charade.
Alright.
Roll performance with disadvantage, because this is wild and you've gotten away with too much so far. Because I have to flex in some way. I'm like, no, disadvantage. The bad
It's
number.
14. Oh, disadvantage. Excuse me. It's a 1.
Oh,
no.
all right, fair enough.
Oh no.
What? So, Scritcherscratch doesn't know, can only repeat words, or it just doesn't know Common super well?
I understand it. I can only like repeat Common that I've heard before.
And of course,
You've never heard someone
the
say the
password
phrase
in
dropping
common.
logs, so you can't say it.
Except for in
Pretty
Bear.
much, yeah.
Except for in Bear.
And you know, lots of the other specific instructions.
I think to like sort of take away after the bear incident of like chugging with the bear, Iiski will catch the attention of some of the other like drinkers in the bar and probably like start drinking with them and just chatting them up as well, just to sort of keep some of the attention off of the weird group talking to the bear.
I think Blitzen is going to notice this and like buy them drinks, because the drinks can't be that expensive, and she's got some money left over from her last job.
It's valid. You can get around to drinks.
8-year-old. Don't let her drink.
Yeah. And hey, if you're the one buying the drinks, they won't question anything you do.
Valid.
Yeah.
And
Don't ask
Great.
questions.
Don't ask questions when
You're
free
not
stuff involved. That's Jersey rule number 1.
Yeah, so I think Iiski's just going to try to kind of like chat with them and like see if any of them are accidentally drop information about anything going on in town, or just see if there's anything we can sort of find out through common means that is not Bear.
Roll roll me an insight to like, or actually roll me investigation to like even find the right person to talk to.
It's 13.
13. Hold on. I had a chart I made for this. There we go. They're kind of naturally drawn to like the proprietress of the bar, Magda, who is a slightly like on like the older side orcish woman. Like you'd probably like guess like the equivalent of like the human like 50s, like 55 years old. I think they have a similar lifespan. who like even like buying the even buying rounds and such, which is of course like caught her attention because like someone who's buying rounds is like that is money for me and my establishment, and you kind of like start chatting up Magda, and Magda looks to you and says like, "Oi, what do you need?"
Does Blitzen take over from here with the conversation, or is Blitzen letting Iiski handle this? Because
that depends. Does Iiski look like he knows what he's doing?
Probably not.
Iiski looks like a dumb but cute bundle of muscle.
I think she settled to the wingman position.
Why are we even letting what's basically an 8-year-old in the bar anyway? She probably has been kicked out at this point, and she's just sitting outside going, "He won't let me in."
I'm honestly imagining your character is like over on a bar stool, like kicking her feet back and forth with a little like Shirley Temple. It's like,
yeah, probably.
Like someone gave you like
that.
a club soda and is like, don't touch anything.
Meanwhile, Blitzen is a full-grown adult, and she's like maybe like 14, 15 human years old because kobold.
And D&D ages are just wild.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so Blitzen's taking up wing woman position.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we're just in town looking for work, and seems like the bar's a good place to start. And Iiski kind of like sidles up near her and like clinks the drink and takes a swig of the drink.
All right, but what would I roll for like trying to? It seems like you're trying to flirt.
A little bit.
God, I cannot remember the flirt roll. What would that be? Would that be persuasion?
I think so.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, persuasion. Roll persuasion on Magda.
Okay. Okay, do you want to help with this?
Can I help with this somehow? I think
Oh,
help is
pancake on the camera.
right?
You can do the help action if you're wingmanning and give Iiski advantage.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You just have to tell me how you're helping.
The thing that is happening is like flirting / seduction, right?
Yeah.
She gets a little handsy with him and like draws attention to how buff he is. Like this guy is a full-on fighter. He's got to have some like muscles.
So, your plan to make this muscly guy seem like more muscly is that like a little lizard scrambles up on him.
That little.
So it's
He's
muscles
3
like,
feet tall and
yes,
is currently standing up. In
like, look at me! Look at this man!
Iiski will, while taking a drink, like also like lift up the chair, like that Blitzen's standing in with the other hand, like to show off that he's strong. But I got a dirty 20.
and she does the like game show pose.
She does the game show pose like,
she holds
all this
both
could be
hands out
yours for the price of information.
Exactly. She holds both arms out, indicating Iiski. Okay, so what they're doing here is
Magda leans in with that help and with the roll. Magda like leans in and is like, "Oh, I don't know. I mean, I could find a job or two for you," and gives you a little wink. But you get the sense that she's like amenable to you now.
Okay.
I think what's basically going on here is, hey, me and my half-orc saw you from across the bar, and we really dig your vibe.
Oh God, no, no,
Okay,
no.
Blitzen isn't actually into him that way, but she is trying very hard to put on that like affect.
The appearance, yeah.
Oh, so uncomfortable.
Yeah, Iiski is just like, yeah, I'm really good at moving things around and doing lots of manual labor. So anything in town that's along with that kind of a line that you might know of, always open to suggestions.
She looks at you and says like, "Oh, I can get manual with you." I don't know how to do flirt. This is literally my wife, and I was like, I don't know how to do flirting.
I also don't know how to flirt. How does flirt? But
How do flirt
yeah,
do?
you should just we'll inquire for that, and
Are you gonna actually like
You could just
ask
have the
anything
little
about,
guy
like,
go up
the
like,
Jabberwocky or
give me
something?
some information. Bat her eyes and be like, "Just
I
a very
think you should
cute girl like me."
Okay, my idea would be to like insinuate that you have some sort of skills hunting wild animals, because that
Mhm.
should naturally point you towards the hunters, which should include the poachers.
that is true.
Hmm.
What's the phrasing I'm thinking of here? Because my brain is blanking on the word. I guess just hunter, right? Like I'm a really well-known hunter.
Slayer of beasts.
Yeah. I'm especially well known as a decent hunter or slayer of beasts, if you know anything in that way.
Well, she looks like a mild disappointed. Like, if you're not looking at slaying this beast, I know some guys who might be offering work. They don't tend to hole up around here. However, that kind of information doesn't come cheap, even to a cutie like you. And she like kind of rubs her fingers together, like to indicate that she wants like money or some kind of compensation. You roll mid on the helpful person vibe, and so she has the information you seek, but you will need to like, convince her in some way, shape, or form.
I think it would be the like man
Okay.
thing to do to like palm you a 20 so you don't look you have the money to pay her off.
Well, I also, part of my background being a far traveler, had a small piece of jewelry that's worth 10 gold points. If I have like a pretty necklace or something, could I like try also handing that off to her?
You can hand the necklace off to her, and I'll say you can roll persuasion with advantage to like do this as like bribery.
Okay. Nat 20. 22.
Wow.
Yo,
You can come look if you want.
we are rolling
Hey guys,
today.
listening at home. So, hey you guys listening at home, watching our stream here. I'm sure you've noticed, I'm just a simple man. Just a human man trying to make my way through the world. And that's why I like put on an interesting campaign with like challenge and such. And the enemy of that is that they keep rolling these natural 20s. And I think it's a personal attack. It's a personal attack. Really. If you want to make me feel better, send some donations out there to soften the blow that is being stricken at my heart. As Magda, upon like seeing the necklace, like honestly, I don't want to word this. Oh, so here's what happens. So you know, like those people who like stay up late and watch like the infomercials and like order like the jewelry and like perfume
Like
and stuff
QVC?
like from
Just talking about this
those
last night.
things constantly. Yeah, like the
QVC
QVC, like the QVC queens who are just like, oh, what's that? Like the new Tupperware set? Hell yeah, getting it. Like that's her whole deal. Magda now canonically fucking loves jewelry, and like the piece that you display for her is something that she saw at a traveling cart one time and wanted to get, and someone swooped in and like got from her, and she's been looking for ever since.
The power of a natural 20.
And she says, if you let me have that necklace, I'll tell you exactly where they are.
Okay, yeah, I guess as long as it's like the information of all the stuff that we would need for that, sure.
She takes the necklace from your hands so fast, you almost get friction burns. And
okay.
I'm not going to relay the information again that was given
Yeah.
by the bear, but similar information that you got from, what was the bear? That you got from Pogi, but this time in common.
Okay.
And
If she's nervous, she can share it in orc or something, since I would understand.
she does share it like in a whispered tone, in Orcish, but does tell you the password drop in logs.
Okay.
Which is it sounds especially funny in Orcish.
Yeah. This means that you will have to find a place to tell Blitzen, because her second language is not Orcish. It is her home language of Draconic. That's a kobold thing.
I mean, I'm literally dragon. I know
Yeah,
Draconic
Iiski will plan
too.
to tell
So.
the information.
Well, I didn't think of a dragonborn bar proprietress. I thought of an orc. This big green lady.
Yeah, it's a green lady.
Big green lady.
Big green lady.
Big green lady, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. Big green lady.
Hashtag big green lady.
But she's a bartender instead of a lawyer.
Yep.
She-Hulk.
Okay. Yeah. So Iiski will collect some of his friends or group members. I don't know if they'd consider each other friends. Yeah, that seems kind of presumptuous. Some of the group members and lead them out of the bar. And once they are sort of like tucked away somewhere, we'll relay the information that he has been given.
All right, so now you have managed to gather excuse me, the information as to like where these hunters meet. Now you know that as part of your task, like they're generally planning like what has been called like the biggest Jabberwock hunt yet, and your goal is to stop it. So it stands to reason that being able to kind of like catch them at their general meeting place might be a good way to go. So unless there are any like last minute things we want to wrap up or any presumptions there, I will jump us over to the. No, Ionia does not finish her Shirley Temple.
Oh wait.
The glass has been sweating and it's very slick, and she drops it.
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
Iiski teaches Ionia how to chug.
No.
Iiski teaches Ionia how to chug.
No, don't be a bad influence to the child.
No.
No, Ionia gets to finish her Shirley Temple, and you guys all are now at the cellar entrance.
I do have a spell I could
secret
cast
knock.
ahead of combat. If we want to do that
What's the
first.
spell?
Aid, 8-hour duration, 3 targets, all of them get +5 hit points and maximum hit points for the duration.
I think it's a good
Do
spell.
you think that's a good spell? Do you think that's a good idea? Could you use some
I
spell
can't
slot?
comment on that because I have future knowledge.
8 is a good spell
The 3 of you?
for like pre-battle prep.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go for it. I will expend 1 second level spell slot before they go through the door. Blitzen kind of like stops them all. She holds her holy symbol and she does some chanting. And
sorry, Kilo.
And voila! Everyone gets +5 hit points and +5 hit points and +5 maximum hit points for the next 8 hours. Well, not everyone. Just 3 people. Ionia and Scritcherscratch. One of you is going to not get it because you're the back line. What do you think?
Why are you asking us? We're not casting the spell.
No, well, I'm asking the players. What do you think?
For some reason, I'm like really beefy for some reason, so it's like I have 82 HP.
Okay, you
know how
don't
that
need it.
works.
I am giving it to Scritcherscratch.
I have not that.
That's not fair, Mimi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also pretty tanky, so if you do want to pick Ionia over Iiski,
You're like actively a frontline fighter. I think Ionia is a master of some description.
Mm.
I don't actually remember
how many
what class
temp
you
are these?
picked. Technically, it's not temp HP. Technically, your hit point maximum and current hit points both increase by 5 for the next 8 hours.
Oh,
Yeah, 8 is a really good spell for that.
Yeah, he's pretty dope.
Can I burn the hideout down?
so
That remains to be
You
seen.
kind of want to take the direct approach here. You know, kick it in, reach and clear.
Go and infiltrate, kind of.
Okay, okay, out of character,
we'll probably want to go and infiltrate and then like make sure we stop them, because we don't know for sure that the people we need to stop are in the hideout.
That is true. I think it is probably a better idea to go call payday on this in case they join first rather than just breaching and clearing immediately.
Okay. I suppose.
Don't worry, you'll get to burn people down.
Yay!
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as you guys go and you do your secret knock, you give the password to the bouncer. The door is open to you, and you're greeted by large, like a gilded sign on the inside.
In the time between
what happened?
Blitzen was previously not wearing her full plate. She is now. She's gotten a bit of a break between the pub and going here. I don't think it would be a good idea to walk into the danger zone without armor.
Oh yeah. You can have donned your armor in that time. Like that's fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to
you're
make sure.
Read about like a large gilded sign that says the what have you. The Golden Gallant Lounge. Why did I name it something I can't pronounce? The Golden Gallant Lounge. You see a lot of very like fancy like decorated things. A lot of like things with like gold inlay and like hand carved like wood. Like a lot of like if you've ever been somewhere where like you see like the furniture and stuff there, and something in your bones is like, oh, I probably shouldn't touch that. That's kind of the feeling you get like about a lot of the items. You get like you also see that on the far end of this lounge, this secret bar, is the head of an adult Jabberwock mounted on the wall.
Mm.
You also see other things like some stuffed flumps. You see an owl bear rug with little seats that seem to be made of like the pelts of owl bear cubs.
At
the bar, the person that's tending the bar looks to be a sprite, a little fairy that is captured in a jar.
Oh.
Only allowed enough magic to move drinks around.
Oh. I feel like if shit does go down in here, we should smash the jar. Just solves that there. But Blitzen does say this in character, but she says it very quietly.
Yeah, similarly, at some point, seeing the inside of this place now, Scritcherscratch is gonna whisper in Iona the Modeer in her own voice, "Burn it down? Burn it down?"
Yeah, I think Blitzen mutters like under her breath, but still perfectly audible in Draconic. Jesus fucking Christ, this place is more expensive than my entire family. Holy goddamn.
Someone burn it down.
Who's Jesus Christ? That's not one of the gods of the D&D pantheon.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm joking.
She said it in Draconic. She likes to swear a lot in Draconic. It makes her feel better.
Valid. Oh, I will say also as you enter, everyone, welcome.
No.
I think she will. Okay. What do I have to roll to try and? What do I have to roll to try and physically shut his mouth? What do I have to roll to try and physically shut his mouth with my hand before he finishes the sentence?
Mm-hmm. Are you sure you want to?
Blitzen kind of does, actually.
Alright, roll, let's see. Roll a strength check to try to grapple him.
Oh, I'm good at strength.
And I'm gonna roll opposed.
Bare strength, or can I use athletics?
No, I'll let you do athletics.
Alright. I'm gonna use the roll bot in Discord because random.org doesn't let me use modifiers. It's the Discord for my podcast because this Discord doesn't have one.
You gotta beat a 22.
Oh, I rolled an 18.
He is slippery and very good at his job.
Yeah, alright. I
I
have
will
a plus
say-
8 in athletics. I just rolled kind of bad.
I don't know. I rolled very high and like I barely statted this guy.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's not meant for like anything. He's just like I gave him like a high dex to just be like, if you're worried about him dying, that he'll have jukes.
He's not meant to do anything, and now
However,
he's really helpful. It seems
I
to
will
be the
say,
thing.
in this company of of rich pricks, he starts the applause, and you actually do get a polite applause, and they don't really bat an eye as though like this is a common occurrence for someone to have an announcer.
Oh, right, because...
Like it would have been weirder if you didn't have an announcer.
So, yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
it's another one.
Okay, I think she has like the light bulb over her head moment. And she turns back and she whispers to the rest of the party, if you all pretend to be like my retinue or something, we can pull one over on these guys really easily.
What's a residue?
I am a knight, and you're all like my friends, and I am the important one here, and you're like the support. Can you like? I won't pretend that that's necessarily the actual relationship we have, but it would be very funny if we lied to them that it was.
Are you saying we are friends?
She gives you a little thumbs up, and then she puffs her chest out, and she like shines her armor a little bit with her gauntlet,
Yay,
and
we're
she proceeds into the room.
Naturally, I imagine the rest of us are probably following along, being all here but not here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Iiski will
Yeah,
look like the
so
hired
see-
vessel.
You see, like as you look across the lounge, you see the doorman that let you in was like a kind of like a snobby looking like half elf man with like a pencil thin mustache. You see a couple of like Aarakocra that are meeting in kind of like the back area there. You see, hold on, page loop. Did I mention the Sprite in the jar? There's a Sprite in the jar that is like the that is tending the bar. And there is also, I feel like I'm missing something. Ah, right. And there is one table that's just kind of like just a heck ton of dwarves, just like very many dwarves.
I bet they've all got like blinged up beards because they're so rich.
Oh no, like they're
empty.
Like they are blinged out to the nines, like jeweled rings, earrings, nose rings, septum piercings, eyebrow piercings, just like adorned in a great many precious stones. But everyone in here seems to be pretty like fancy. Even like the Aarakocras that seem to be like the least fancy are still like very well dressed. Even the sprite that's trapped in a jar like is not wearing like normal like sprightly clothes made out of like leaves and natural materials, but seems to have been forced to wear like a little like tuxedo.
Wow.
Which she is not happy about.
Oof. Yeah. I think Blitzen just barely fits in because like it is a +1 full plate, so it is magically like difficult to scratch and nice and like shiny off-white gleam.
Also, like the nice armor and like the announcer that almost like the fact that like you were trying to like quiet them down by habit somehow sells the deception a little bit more. And like so like you get like the feeling that some of them are like, oh yes, I too love to bat at the help.
I honestly I think the vibe that she gives off here is new money. Cause like all these guys are a whole bunch of like old money.
You give new money vibes.
Yeah, she's got the new money vibes.
New money vibbies.
So She just, I think she just strides out into the room. She goes, "Ahoy! How are you all this fine day?"
You get like a couple of like nods. You get like one like yeah, but not like a huge amount of like reaction. You do give new money vibes, which like old money does not disdain as much as it disdains commoners, but like it's not enough to gain you immediate friends. It's enough that you're not suspicious to be here.
Right. Yeah.
And Ionia just like go up to one of the random ladies and be like, "Your dress is very pretty."
You walk up to one of the
Noble ladies,
one of
yeah.
the dwarvish ladies that are like kind of like the dwarf party, and she looks she looks down because she expects a child, and then like looks up because you're actually taller than her. She goes, "Oh, thank you, random loose child. Do we have
Yeah.
do we have a
Blitzen,
maid? Do I have a nanny? Nanny for the child? Nanny?
Blitzen,
Nanny?" And she like claps her hand. Nanny for the child.
Blitzen
And,
like sweeps
I
in
don't
and
need a nanny.
attempts to explain that
I'm
this is
almost
part of her
800
retinue.
years old.
I will how to reconcile. Ionia, since you're the one making the initial contact, roll persuasion with disadvantage to not be scooped by a nanny.
Well, it's a good thing I have +8 on persuasion, so. Oh, okay. I
Don't forget
rolled
you have-
poorly.
I think you have the inspiration from
I
earlier. don't
do
you?
have inspiration, so what? Do I roll a third time? Or.
What do we decide with the inspiration? Is that a plus die or is that like an advantage?
I think advantage and disadvantage cancel, so you take your first
Yeah, so
die.
you can roll flat.
Okay, so I rolled terribly for both of my rolls. My first one was a 5, and my second one was a 7. But I have a +8, so 13.
13. 13, she says, I guess it is a bit novel to have a child as a part of your retinue, but, Nani? Looming from, like, off-screen, a bit, like, a huge freaking, like, ogre in, like, you know, studded, like, leather, like, armor and such, but with a bow tie. Goes, yes, Mom. Like, there's a child. She goes up. There's a child here, and I would like it to not be. Please take care of the child. Return it to Lady Blitzen. It was once our business here is concluded. I do hope you don't mind. But they're merely the help. You can jostle them about and get them back later. Well, they have a coat room or something here, don't they, Nanny? He goes, they do, Mom. They have a coat room. Just kind of toss her in the coat room.
I think that while Ione is getting led away, Blitzen shoots the
And I just like
book.
try to wrestle away from this.
She's trying to apologize. She is trying to express with her look that she is kind of like apologetic about this whole thing.
While this kind of noisy
Listen, like
thing
you're
is happening,
fine and like you're cool, Ionia. If you would like to try to struggle away from the nanny, you may. I will give warning that this may draw like unwanted attention to the party, especially should you not succeed.
Yeah. So what do I have to roll?
Let's well, second verse same as the first. Let's get some athletics up in here.
Okay.
Oh,
The
boy.
one thing I don't have a
Let's
bonus
roll it
to.
opposed.
so I wanted to use the chaos they're creating to do something kind of separate. Just I want to see if I can find a little shady remote corner and like where nobody's standing, just slink and isolate myself for something I intend to do later.
I'll let you slink. I'll let you attempt to slink and isolate. I want to resolve this first, and then we'll go for slink and isolate. So we're rolling opposed.
Posed.
All right, so I
Gotta
have
be in 18.
15.
Ooh, you wriggle quite a lot. However, what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. However, Manny the Nanny, which is his name now, Manny the Nanny is well used to wriggling children of all shapes and sizes. This is his whole deal. It's his profession. You feel like you get out of one of his hands at one moment, and you're like, I'm free, and you fall just like right back into another hand, and you're right back into like a hell child hold, and you are brought off into the coat closet with several other kind of like assistants and such that are on like the younger side.
This is
Probably like
the
screaming
child
and
closet.
crying.
Like yeah, there's like a shoe
Yeah.
shine boy, and there's like a handmaiden, and like a little boy whose like whole job is just to hold a tray of finger sandwiches, and they're just like children workers that like at one point or another someone rich was just like, I don't like you looking at it, put it in the closet.
Oh no.
Closet. No.
So you're hanging out there. We're gonna move from Iomia to Scritcherscratch. So you
I'm
want to
gonna
use
burn
the
this
confusion of
closet
this?
down.
I'll let you roll. I'll you roll stealth with advantage because that was a little bit of an event.
Advantage. All right. 14.
14. Yeah, that'll get you there.
Cool. So yeah, just find some shadowy little corner no one's in, and watch, and plan, and you'll find out about that later, maybe.
All right, so Scritcherscratch has stuck himself off. Iiski, we haven't heard from you in a while. What you doing?
I think Iiski's just trying to look like the hired muscle to Blitzen's group. He's just kind of like standing there looking bulky and awkward.
I'm not going to make you roll for that because it does feel like Blitzen seems very fancy, has an announcer, and you are 2 to 3 times Blitzen's size, so it's very like the natural assumption is that you're Blitzen's muscle.
I think honestly Iiski's just trying not to touch anything that looks like it can be broken because Iiski feels like a bull in a china shop right now.
Valid. Is anyone else going to make any moves to try to uncover information or something?
I don't have any proficiency in persuasion, but I do have like decent charisma. I could. Is there anyone else here who looks a little bit less old money than all the other ones?
The least fancy looking people are the Aarakocra.
I'm trying to. Okay.
The least fancy looking people are like the Aarakocra. The most fancy looking people are the dwarves. The doorman, looks relatively fancy, but he also looks like he works here.
I have a weird thing. So, is it possible while Blitzen is talking to these people that Iiski can try to stand behind Blitzen and look so scary and intimidating that they nervous talk and nervous babble?
I will. I'll allow that as like a help action to like persuasion checks that Blitzen does.
All right.
Okay.
Is Scritcherscratch currently busy?
Not even a little bit.
Okay, I think she's
Just
going
watch
to
him.
collect Iiski and Scritcherscratch and go talk to the Aarakocra, because the dwarves would immediately figure out that she's not as noble as she appears to be, whereas they're slightly less old money. Even if they do suss her out as an upstart, they probably get it on some level. She can probably talk to them on a level remotely approaching equals.
All right, I am gonna put up a little bit of physical resistance before that, but I'll go along with it.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are going up to the Aarakocra. We are going to take a quick dip into Ionia, who is in the coat closet. Ionia, have you made any friends or contacts with the coat closet people?
I've made contact with my fire. I'm gonna just try to
set fire to something in the closet here.
Oh boy.
Like maybe try to burn the door down. Maybe if they see smoke coming out of the door, they'll be like, "Hey, something's on fire in there. Maybe we should get the little girl who we stuffed into the closet out, perhaps."
You do burn 4 incredibly expensive looking coats. And there is some smoke coming out of the closet. The people in there with you look horrified as you are locked in a closet, and not all of them, well, actually, none of them are like you, fire resistant. And they look to you going, "Madam, why? We will be released in time." Coughing on the smoke.
This is...
That's real bad.
He's just making this all more worse.
I'm loving like the image of like, haha, I did it, and like the other like literally dying in the background, like, why?
I mean, I do have chromatic resistance, so I could literally be immune to fire if it need be.
Yeah, but they're not!
What about the other children?
Fun fact, children are quite vulnerable to fire.
I'd say they're pretty weak
I don't think I have a
to fire.
spell to protect them, so screw them.
Well,
Screw the children!
fair enough.
Don't do that, actually. That's illegal.
No,
It's quite
not
illegal.
literally.
Don't do it. Alright, so we're gonna cut back to the main party. You guys do like sidle up to the Aarakocra. I will say that this is kind of like resolving like at a similar time frame, and so that like, you know what? I'm gonna let myself have fun with this. You guys are gonna start talking to the Aarakocra, and I'm gonna decide when smoke starts billowing out from that closet in the middle of the conversation.
That's great. Love that for them.
That's my present for me. So go ahead and approach the Aarakocra.
Yeah, she does the fancy walk towards the Aarakocra. She has some idea of how fancy people should walk, and she does that.
So as you get closer to them, they're on like some like relatively like fancy garb, but like also they're pretty like armored up. Like they look to be like essentially like rangers, but like rangers that work as hired hands for someone much more well-to-do, and that like their gear is like very well kept, very like nice, like it's not so expensive that it's like oh you went and procured like your own personal equipment. It feels more like a uniform, but like a uniform that's a very nice uniform. So as you get like closer to them, you get to the feel that like they're allowed to be here based on the status not of themselves but of their employer.
That's great. That's the perfect kind of person to talk to here. So Blitzen will rock right up to them and say, "Hello there. I couldn't help but notice your quite fine arms and armor there, and of course it does seem as though your employer would be the kind of person that I would be interested in a business relationship. I have some interest in the martial arts, of course, and she has hired muscle, just the same as their hired muscle. She indicates Iiski when trying to make her point."
The Aarakocra kind of like look to each other, and they look to like, you know, there's 3 of them there at the table. They look to like the 3rd one, who you kind of get the feeling is like the in charge one. He's a little bit older looking. He's got a scar over one eye. His like feathers have a little bit of I don't know what happens to birds when they're older. Gray in them? I don't know. He's an older bird man. And
They just kind of get a little faded.
Yeah, like faded, a little more faded feathers. He was like, "Oh, what's it to you then? You say you want to talk to our employer? I mean, that's not our business. We do what we're told, we take our money, and right now we're here for a drink. If you want to talk work, then you can talk offering work, offering coin, but if you're trying to get hired on, that sounds an awful lot like you're trying to muscle in on our payday."
No. I don't necessarily. I wouldn't dream of trying to take your jobs. of course, for you to be here in the finery you have, your boss might be quite an important man. I could use someone like that in my business. It pays to have powerful friends when you're out there in the wilds fighting. I've seen those battle scars before, and you're quite an experienced warrior. I commend you.
They look like back and forth with, in between each other, and says, "What makes you so sure we're operating out in the wilds, eh?"
Well, for a city environment, you need quite different clothes than that. You're going to deal with lots of crowds of people, and, well, you're not going to be traveling as far, are you? You look like the kind of people who are quite good at roughing it. That's something to respect.
They look around and kind of like nod a bit and kind of like almost like an impressed like, oh, this lady knows his stuff. All right, mate, we'll parley with you. So we are here on behalf of, and then smoke starts to billow out from the coat closet.
Dear Lord, what's going on in that coat closet? Aurora Borealis, get there to the coat closet.
Oh man, that's
entirely
tiring.
within your kitchen at this time of year in this part of the country.
Localized entirely within that coat closet.
And all his dumb boy knowledge goes, "Oh, you've got smoke in your fancy hangout place."
Oh, that's not normal now, is it?
Ah,
Why would you put smoke in here?
I may have. That is a problem.
That's a problem. It's not ideal.
You wouldn't mind altogether too much if I were to attempt to. And she drops part of the pretense and she hurries off towards the coat closet because this is a problem in need of addressing.
Iiski looks at Scritch and Scratch. Do we follow Blitzen, or do you think Blitzen's got it?
Scritcherscratch is just wide-eyed and frozen. This was not part of the plan. Now he's in a social situation. Everything is wrong.
She is entirely too good of a person to ignore something being very on fire.
Iiski, if Scritch and Scratch will allow it, will like pick the Scritch and Scratch up and like put them on Iiski's shoulder. Just hang out there.
So you notice the smoke coming out, and you also notice that like the door is locked. You would need to either pick the lock or get a hold of someone who works there to open it.
Or do the mechanical option.
Or you could break the door down.
Okay, I was thinking just break the lock, but that might also be a problem. Are any of the people who might have a key and who aren't like fancy rich people within like eyesight?
You do still see like the half elf man with the pencil mustache, the doorman. And you would surmise also that the sprite, who though under duress does work here.
Would the sprite have a key though to the door?
You don't know.
Doesn't even have a key to her own freedom.
I think.
Remains to be seen.
Oh.
Man, out of character, the rest of the party. I'm bad at making decisions. Do you think sprite or do you think doorman?
Probably not the person in the jar.
Yeah, probably not the jar.
Yeah.
Jar person.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like not be railroady and shit. By like
the doorman
presenting
isn't,
option,
like,
but like I was sitting there, I was like, she in a jar, dog.
I was mostly asking if there.
I kind of want you to go over there so she can be like, I'm in a fucking jar.
Yes, let's waste time talking to the sprite while there's literally kids in a closet burning.
Yeah, the
Like,
main.
oh, hold on, let me take care of that real quick. And sarcastically walk to the side of the jar. Oh wait, I forgot.
Yeah, I think she's going to rush over to the doorman and be like, do you have a key to the coat closet? Because if you haven't noticed, there is a fire in there, and one of my people is in there, and so help me, if you do not help me open it, I will break the lock off that door.
Roll intimidation. Iiski, are you still doing your scary man?
I think at some point after picking up Scritcherscratch, Iiski would have followed Blitzen.
Then yeah, you'd still have advantage.
All right, I only have my +3 from charisma to help me here, unfortunately. Let's hope.
While Scritcherscratch is up on Iiski's shoulders, is there anything else that can be discerned about this particular room that maybe isn't noticeable just from the normal ground?
Let's see. So something non-discernible about this room. There doesn't seem to be like. Well, actually, roll I guess roll investigation.
Even with advantage, I only got an 11. That's not very good.
Is it fair to say I'm being held because I am on a person's shoulders?
It is fair to say you're being held, and to resolve the 11 first, the doorman looks to you and says, "Oh, I'm sure that's quite all right. I do apologize if the excuse me. I do apologize if the accommodations are not quite to your liking. But well, I mean, there are a lot of coats in there with a lot of magical artifacts. It is not uncommon for there to be some debris or mist or smoke billowing from the room. It is no cause for concern. And would thank you to continue to enjoy the bar and continue your patronage here. However, I cannot open up the coat closet for anyone who is not retrieving their staff to leave or retrieving their coat. If you could produce for me a coat room ticket, that would be fine. But outside of that, I'm sorry, I cannot help you."
I think she storms off in a bit of a huff. I actually, yeah, that's a good idea. She's going to go over to the. She's going to stand at the closet. She's going to speak in Draconic. Like, none of these people speak Draconic, but still, like, quietly, so as not to like outright alarm them. She's going to be like, "Oi, you all right in there?"
I'm okay. I'm a fire dragon. I'm good.
What about everything else in there?
Well, everybody's burning to death in here except me.
That seems like a problem. Could you get one of them to unlock the door?
Yep. Okay.
Blitzen is a little befuddled by how that conversation went. She's going to trust that Ionia is going to follow up on that. And just stand back from the door a little bit and have a nice think for a few moments about what she's gotten herself into.
Now, as you're doing that, I do want to resolve that Iiski wanted to like roll an investigation on the room.
Okay.
Yeah, so good news. Since I was being helped, I got a 6.
That's not good for things. That's bad.
Hooray.
Guys.
It's a bad roll.
It's
It's a bad roll. It's a
Okay.
bad roll.
Unideal.
You did bad at rolling dice. You should feel bad. It's a personal failure.
No.
Okay, so I'm
No,
looking
it's
at
not.
chat. I'm looking at chat talking about Blitzen, and she is not actually that calm in the crisis. She is barely restraining herself here. She is just her best. All right.
All right, Iiski, how did the look around the room go?
Oh, the look around the room. For me, I guess we said it was investigation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 12.
That's a 12. You don't notice anything like really peculiar, out of the ordinary, or like secret about the room.
Great.
However, Blitzen, after speaking in Draconic, because I realized that we had a variety of characters here in the room. I rolled a little something. I even looked at the camera and did a little eyebrow up. I don't know if anyone caught it. Blitzen, after you speak in Draconic, you hear a little thunk, thunk, thunk.
Oh, no,
And you hear
what?
someone call out to you in Draconic. Hey. Hey. Psst. Hey. Come here.
I think she tries to be nonchalant and she moves towards the source of the voice. Can she see where it's coming from?
You do hear the thunk, thunk, thunk of glass. That sounds like someone inside of glass.
Oh shit!
Sprite?
Oh, this is Sprite. Understand Draconic?
Yep.
Oh hey, she's gonna walk over to the bar and incline her head at the Sprite to show that she's listening.
You burning this place down?
Well, I'm no friend of any of these people, but I was thinking I'd be a little more fucking subtle than that.
Alright, okay. Listen, okay. So, if you let me out of this jar, then I will escape, and that would make me very happy. And that's it. That's as far as I have as a deal. Is that cool? Please let me out of the jar.
You have some convincing points.
Okay. I think okay. Blitzen, she really does want to let her go, but what Blitzen actually says is, "Look, we're looking for some poachers. We're pretty sure that they're like one of these guys' bosses or something, and whether you know where they are determines whether we let you out now or later."
Okay, all right. And I'll say, give me another persuasion with advantage. I'll say the DC on this one is not quite as high because you do kind of have all the cards here.
All right. That's another plus 3. Let's hope I roll good this time.
Eventually, it has to happen, right?
Well,
I
I'm
have
glad it
something to
was.
say about this in the
Yeah,
IPA game.
I'm glad it was with advantage because I rolled a 6 and an 18.
Wow.
That on the die is already enough to get the info you need. She looks left and then looks right and then realizes you're speaking in a language that no one else but you guys really understands right now. And she goes, okay, you're looking for Geyer and Gimbal Bargroves. They're twins. They're real pricks. They were part of the hunting party that caught me and put me in this jar. So if you let me out, I'm gonna do here. All right, okay, deals. I'm good at deals. I used to do deals all the time. How long have I been in this jar? I hate this tuxedo. It's so itchy.
Oh.
Okay, so you need Geyer and Gimbal Bargroves. They're in the Tulgi Wood. They're mustering a hunting party right now. And they're saying they're gonna get all of those. What are the lizards? There's one on the wall. Lizard guys. They say they're gonna get all of them.
Jabberwock?
Yeah, that. They're gonna get all the Jabberwocks, and they're just gonna just jab. They're just gonna jabberjack them right up. Okay, so if you want to get at them, you let me out, and I will. If you can get me one of the crystals over there, she points over at the dwarves. She's like, if you can get me one of those crystals, actually, that lady's earring right there, points at one in particular, and who's got this bright blue jewel in her earring. She's like, give me one of those. That thing's got enough juice in it. I can teleport me and what looks to be the rest of your friends to where you need to go. But you need that jewel, because I need that juice, and I need out of this fucking jar.
Alright, I'll get my people together. We'll see if I can get you that. And we'll do it. Alright?
One of your people is still in a closet, so.
Yeah. I will say
Yeah,
we
this
do
happened
cut
before.
back to Ionia for a second. The fire has spread a bit, but the mood has changed drastically from like, Miss, please, what are you doing? To like tribal, like, burn it down, burn it down. Ooga chaka, ooga
She's
chaka,
like literally
ooga
the
chaka.
"this is
Stop
fine"
this
meme.
feeling.
Ionia, you have Ionia, you're not sure where it came from. You have war paint on. You're like the warrior priestess now. You're queen of the children. Like it's getting wild in the coat closet right now. We dip
boy.
into that for a second and then we go back.
A
That's
jump
what's
cut
going on
just
with
to
Ionia
Ionia
right now.
starting a riot with the kids.
Ionia's
the door
starting
is still
damn near a
locked,
cult.
huh?
Ionia's starting. They're like, praise fire goddess, praise. The fire is cleansing.
You just started the cult of children.
It
in
went
a
real
fake
Lord of the
closet.
Flies immediately.
Wow.
I will say, Scritcherscratch. Are you privy to Draconic?
No, I am not.
All right, Blitzen, do you share this information with your party member?
Yeah, I think, yeah, she's like, all right, are either of you good at stealing things? Because we need.
I raise my hand.
She lowers her breath and like in common she says, all right, we need to get that earring, and she like points, and get it to the sprite in the jar. If we do, she can teleport us, all of us, to where the poachers are, and that's the job. And finally, we can get out of here because I don't like being here any more than any of you people must.
Okay.
I said you people, they're rubbing off on me.
If you want to handle the earring, I can handle the door.
All right, so I try to explain my plan using lots of gestures that hopefully they understand. I'll also include the word rat because only time I've heard it said is when someone was screaming it.
A rat.
And then do a little mimic of climbing up of somebody and violently ripping something off.
I
Ouch.
follow.
Yeah, Blitzen nods.
I won't make you roll for that. I think that's pretty clear what you're going for.
Yeah. So, everyone like it? We're into this? We're into rat paper. Okay, cool. So,
Yeah. Rat caper.
I turn into a rat. Look for the big earring. I know I have to do this fast. This is the part I have to be fast. I got a skitter scamper up her leg, past her torso to her shoulder. No one's calling for a roll yet. Cool. When I get to the earring, I get my grubby little rat hands on it and I have no concern for this person's earlobe. I just tug it right out of her.
Ooh.
All right. Now, this is a dwarven woman. They're of a hardy stock. Now, you're gonna roll stealth with disadvantage. Because
Okay.
there is a world in which this woman's like, tough dwarven earlobe. She just like kind of brushes it off as like something biting at her. Although not a very, not a super likely world, but a world that we will entertain the idea of.
Okay. I have a 5.
Oh no.
All right, so with your
Nat 20
5,
with the bear.
you rip that out of her ear, and she screams as loud as she can, and then she looks at you, who is a rat, holding her earring soaked in blood, and then screams even louder than she thought she could. Rat! Which alerts the Aarakocra, which alerts the doorman, and which alerts what do we name him? Manny the Nanny. You have a split second for someone to spin this.
I
If
think
it fails, we're rolling initiative.
I think, like they don't know that the rat is Scritcherscratch, right?
They know it's a rat.
They know
I think that
rat.
Blitzen
So
is.
while that was going on, the locked door was still going on, right?
Yeah, I'm still locked in a closet.
Locked door's
over
still
here.
going on.
Okay. So could I have gone while that was happening and also tried to just go break the door open so that at least Ionia and the children are not stuck in the closet anymore at this point, since they seem like that's still happening?
I did describe her yelling as loud as she can, so yes, I will allow you. I will give you an advantage on like a. I'm gonna. What's Iiski's strength?
Just base strength?
Yeah.
18.
Yeah. All right. I'll say, like I'm not gonna make you roll to break the door open, but I will make you roll to like time it right so that no one notices. So stealth advantage.
Okay. I wasn't even gonna necessarily try to do it sneaky, but I can. That is a 16.
All right, that is just enough because of the level of commotion. So you have managed to open the door, which I'll say adds an additional layer to what's going on because there's still a fire in there. The children spill out. They're all like covered in war paint and like partially like covered in soot and such from like the fire, and they're yelling out things like "The Fire Queen, the Fire Queen, cleanse the lands." And
I am the
Ionia,
Fire
also
Queen,
you come
queen
out
of
with
the
your
fire.
weapon.
I think that Blitzen is going
So that
to
is
use the
an
commotion.
additional layer to what you have all done.
I think Blitzen is going to use the commotion to be like, look like she's going for the rat, but then like palm the earring. Like she's gonna say a rat, and she's gonna go for the rat, but she's going to like surreptitiously try and palm the earring while like.
I know this girl's my friend. I would
like,
just
lunging at the
hand it
rat.
up to her if I see her hands coming for me.
I'll count that as a help action. Give me sleight of hand or performance.
Oh, I'm gonna go for performance because I have good charisma, and my dexterity is not quite so good. Does it have disadvantage and not cancel it out, or does the help give me advantage?
Yep.
Okay, that wasn't the yes or no question, but I'll assume it's the second one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so you didn't have disadvantage because the commotion is like pretty. Like I was like the commotion is what's making it possible. If you like walked up in the middle of everyone and said earring and then just like grabbed it, everyone would be like, no, you can't roll for that. Like the commotion is making it possible.
Okay, does a
I'll
16
say the help
succeed?
action is giving you an advantage.
Does a 16 succeed? Like 13 plus 3 is 16.
All right, a 16 does barely succeed. So you have managed to palm the earring, and you have managed to convince everyone that this is just like a rat that is not at all related to you.
I think she's just gonna give meaningful looks at all of her party, and she's gonna walk over to the sprite and say in Draconic, smash the jar first, or do I give you this?
100% the jar.
All
I
right.
would like to not be in the jar.
She picks up the jar, she smashes it on the bar, and she says, "Fuck all y'all, we're going."
The sprite flies around like Tinkerbell style, grabs the jewel, and is like, absolutely, fuck this place. Fuck you bird guys, fuck you dwarf guys, fuck you ogre guy. Looks over at the doorman and is like, actually, Chauncey, you were cool. You were cool, Chauncey.
Fuck
Never
you,
change.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
And then
Careful, fuck you.
does some magic on the fire that really makes it spread all across the whole bar, and then you all teleport into the middle of the woods. And I think this is a great time for us to take like a quick little like bio break, because I think we're about like at like
Yep.
the halfway mark, maybe a little bit further past.
Yep.
How's everyone
Thank
feel
you.
for a bio break?
Yep.
I
Good
like it.
timing.
Good.
I gotta go
All right,
take
now
the
before
dog
we're
out.
officially out, everyone remember the reason for the season, why we're here. Black Girls Code, sponsored by viewers like you. So make sure you're donating for such a worthy cause. I am going to keep babbling incessantly until our friend Tensei says that we're out. So I'm going to talk about random things.
Yeah, play us out,
These
Tensei.
random things can range from franchise has been directly related to the quality of the pun they put in the movie.
Oh,
It was
shit,
like,
you know what?
Airbud
You know what?
7th inning fetch.
They
You had
should've-
Airbud World Pup. You had
They-
all that kind of stuff.
They
There's
should
not
have
even
called the
puns
sequel
anymore.
series Airbud, H-E-I-R. Airbud, because he's the second one.
And we're live.
Hey,
Hi,
guys.
people.
Hi.
Are we
Hi.
back?
We're back.
Oh, okay.
I'm so glad that the
So-
stream did not hear me say the stupidest thing that I've said in a very long time. That
Don't
would just
tempt us,
be a
Yeah,
little
apparently
private
frogs
joke.
don't have bones.
No!
Anatomical constructs that are frogs are related to the
Frogs.
birds that don't exist.
What?
Birds
Is that
don't
a
exist
new
and
voice
frogs
and
don't have
face?
bones.
An interloper? Hold, identify yourself, traveler.
Hi, I'm Justin. I was supposed to be playing at the beginning, but I didn't understand time zones, and I'm on the opposite coast, and it's a thing. I apologize profusely. I'm here to play now. I am playing Java, who is a grung. If you don't know what that is, it's a poisonous little frog person. He is pretty laid back. He's gray and black and a little few white striations, and he's happy to be here.
And this little
We're
gray skin
happy
blood is
to
our new
have you
shortest
here.
party member.
I am super short.
Yep, new shortest party manner.
Let me
Almost,
let me
you're
brung
almost
out.
an entire shorty squad.
Yeah, Iiski is throwing off your shorty squad vibes.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So
Short for a dragon.
after
That's true.
after the events at the bar, that definitely didn't go very far outside of what I expected to happen.
Hey,
After the
Always
totally
gotta
normal
be
and
prepared for
regular
the
and reasonable
fire.
response that happened at the bar, you guys teleport into the middle of the Tulgi Wood with the help of your new sprite friend, who you never really got the name of. And you won't really get a chance because as soon as she teleports into the wood, she tears off her tuxedo, zaps herself a dress of leaves, and goes, "Well, I'm going to go trick some travelers into trying psychedelics. Later," and then teleports away.
Bye
Live your life, little
bye.
fairy.
But as you guys also make you look around, you notice that you're not alone. There's a little frog man there that you kind of remember from like your initial briefing of when they kind of gathered you all together. They kind of gave you a brief description of the people to look out for to be on the team, and you kind of lost in like the swing of things that there was one
Yeah.
more member.
he was too short, so he was just out of frame.
Froggy friend.
We
But
screwed
you
around talking
look
to a
about
bear.
and
He
you
probably never
see
come here first.
you see his nose to the grindstone. You see tracks. You see he has like notebooks on him with like notes and such. It looks like he did regular tracking and detective work like a normal dude would in this job to find the information that you all found through
Questionable
your
means.
unconventional means and ended up in the same place with burning significantly less bars.
Okay.
So,
I
that happened.
would like to steal a joke from chat, but make it funnier. The sprite's name is Sierra Mist.
I am just. I'm on a trail. I
I'm-
see.
The sprite's name is Sierra Mist.
I see the footprints I've been tracking. I pick up the dirt in the footprints. I sniff them a little bit. Stick it in my mouth. Notice you. Oh, hey! Are you
Ma-
Yes. Yes.
supposed to be with me? Where have you been? Oh, hey, baby.
We had fun at a bar, and I burned everything down.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, how about the rest of these here? Who am I supposed to be working close in tandem with?
Yeah, that's us.
Honestly, I didn't even know you
one
were
of those
gone. I
people
thought you were
is
here the
a-
entire time, little buddy.
Yeah, I never saw you. Sorry. I'm Java.
One of those people is a Kenku
So-
druid who just says his name. Scritcherscratch. Scritcherscratch.
name is Ionia,
Oh,
and I'm a
Scritcherscratch.
dragon.
I'm tempted to let like the rest of the
Paladin.
stream just be Java talking. 'Cause I love
Okay.
that voice.
I think Blitzen will
Sorry.
hold up her hand for 1 second and wait for her retainer, and she's expecting her retainer to introduce her, and then he doesn't because he's either like not here or he's too distracted. So she's
Alright,
just
hold on. I'm gonna roll something real quick.
I'm sure.
No.
Your retainer is not here. He is dead.
Oh no.
Oh
no!
Really?
You know what happens?
How
He
did
was
that
left in the
happen?
burning bar. Presumably, your retainer is dead. You don't know for sure. You don't
Okay.
see a body.
I
Presumably, since you all were teleported here, and he wasn't really part of the deal, he
He
is
is-
probably dead.
she is going to have faith that he made it out. So she's going to a slightly awkward pause and then just say, "Call me Blitzen."
Blitzen. Got it. You are
What's up, little guy? I'm Iiski.
Iiski. Iiski Bibble. Got it, Iiski Bibble. And Iomia. And Scritcherscratch. And Blitzen. Am I missing anyone?
I really hope Wilhelm's not dead.
You've
Oh,
got
so-
everybody.
What's the game plan? What are we doing?
Well,
As
Am I
you
Uh,
kind of start to commiserate with one another, you hear a yowl, like an animalistic yelp that sounds as though it's in pain. It sounds
I immediately run
very
after it. I don't care.
similar. It sounds very
Yeah.
similar to Jujubee.
yep.
No,
As soon as
it's
Now
a
I do
chatter
care.
jockey. No!
And she
Yeah.
immediately starts running off in
Let's-
the direction of
Blitzen
that.
also starts running off to defend the wild creature, even before she registers that it's definitely a Jabberwocky.
I think all of us go in that general direction.
Ugh.
You come upon a burrow, the mouth of a burrow, but a burrow nonetheless, in which a young Jabberwock, actually younger and smaller than Jujubee.
Oh.
Jujubee looked like it had like a couple of summers underneath its belt, but this one looks like it's like this one can't fly because it is too young to know how.
A baby. Oh no.
Oh, sweet, easy pickings. Oh, hold on.
I glare at Java.
No.
Opens up the note and goes,
Run that by me again.
Opposite of what I
What is the condition?
Oh, all
What's the
right.
condition of the Jabberwock we're not going to eat?
It looks like primarily unscathed, but like it has taken like a bit of damage.
Okay. Can you give
And
us
you
a rundown
see-
on the enemies?
A lone hunter in the gaudiest, fanciest regalia you have ever seen, trying to corner it and he's trying to kill it. He's got like this big old crossbow that he looks like he can barely handle. He looks like some fuckwad rich prick who bought the nicest gear he could get and was like, "This will make me good at hunting."
Yeah.
'cause that's how it works.
I think honestly,
And,
I think Blitzen's just not gonna stop running. She's just
Okay,
gonna barrel
cool,
into him and try and cut him down with a sword.
Ioni
Well,
would just be like,
As you notice him,
Hurt that chatter jockey!
and just immediately runs over and starts just like trying to tackle the guy.
well, I'll say, as you notice him, and he notices you, and you notice him notice you, and he notices you noticing him noticing you. Everyone roll initiative. Oh yeah.
Yep, it's
Oh.
Blitzen time.
Oh good.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
we weren't really stealthy on our way in, were we?
No,
Nope.
Not at all.
Those
I
are-
have
those are
plus
some
one to
goggles.
initiative
I
because
love
my dex
that.
is pretty bad. Hopefully I roll all right.
I believe I get advantage on my rolls. Yeah, I do.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
I rolled a 9. Not great,
I
not
rolled
terrible.
a 2 plus 3
Rolled
initiative.
an 11.
I rolled a 9
Okay,
total.
so this is okay. I got a 4, but I still got the nat 20 for the bear.
The bear is not here.
No, I know, but earlier I got the nat 20 for the bear, and that's what matters.
Fair
'cause
fair
now I have
enough.
Oh,
four.
Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
4, Scritcherscratch got a 4.
I got a 2, but I have an initiative of plus 3, so that puts me to 5.
All right, so that's 5, 4. Blitzen, what do we get?
9.
Blitz. Got a 9. Iiski,
15.
Congrats.
15.
I think I might have
And
a heist.
Java.
11.
Great.
Now let's roll for our boy. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, I forgot. I have a inspiration. Derp.
You do have an inspiration. You can toss that on there if you would like to.
I would like
I'm
to.
not going to use it for an initiative roll.
I would like to say to my fellow melees, if you stand
I'm
within 10 feet of Blitzen,
Not doing a Jabberwocky call. Absolutely not.
yeah, I would like to say to my new reference, if you stand within 10 feet of Blitzen, you get +3 on all your savings throws.
That's neat.
Someone donate $50 and I'll try to make a Jabberwocky call. Other than that, it's not happening. Sorry, Chad.
Yeah, donate money. Remember, this is for charity, you guys. Don't just ask for stuff. Give money to the needy.
What do those calls even sound like?
We'll never know if no one donates.
Well, we established earlier what it sounds like, but
So
I
you guys
mean-
did pretty decently on initiative. Well, actually, no. Iiski
I
did
was
pretty
gonna say
decently on
one of
initiative.
us did it.
So the hunters are going to be going first. Well, the hunter is going to be going first.
Yeah,
And he's going to use his action to produce from his pack bronze horn that does one of those like loopy things there, one of those kind of horns.
Oh, you
And he blows
into
it.
fuck.
Ah, he's bringing the cavalry down on our head. Fun.
what a jerk face.
I know what this end is.
And you hear from the distance like the sound of like running, and it sounds like a chant, but not quite a chant. Like I guess like just like it's hard to describe what it is, but like they're all definitely saying the same thing almost in unison, but they're just going Kalu, Kalay, Kalu, Kalay, Kalu, Kalay, Kalu, Kalay, Kalu, Kalay, Kalu, Kalay. As do. How many did I prepare for this encounter? There's one more review now, so we'll add a couple more. 5 more hunters reveal themselves.
Ooh.
Now they're gonna act on the same initiative as our boy here,
Ah,
but he used his action to summon them here. They have bonus actions. What did I say before? No, they don't have bonus actions. I wasn't that mean yet. Anyway, that is gonna be Iiski.
Can you describe this area a little bit more for me? Like, is it enclosed in a tight area? Is it an open clearing? Are there a bunch of trees? Is there like any kind of cave tunneling going on? Like, what exactly is this layout?
So what you're seeing is kind of like a clearing surrounded by pretty thick woods. So as far as like going outside of the clearing, that would be kind of considered difficult terrain for you.
Mhm.
There's not like a big like cave system. The juvenile the juvenile Jabberwock seems to have emerged from like a small burrow nearby.
Mhm.
You don't know a lot about like Jabberwock like habits or like upbringing or any of that nature, so you can't really surmise a lot about. Actually, history check. History check on having random Jabberwock knowledge.
Everybody?
10.
No, you have no. You have no idea if that like tunnel that tunnel could lead like 4 feet underground, or it could lead to an intricate network of Jabberwock caves. You have no idea.
That's fine. Better question. Does it look like I can sort of urge the Jabberwock to go back in it?
That boom, 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 boom. That would take an animal handling check. You'd have to roll that flat, even though you are friendly. It is really in a tizzy.
Okay. I will do that because I would like to try to position myself in front of / inside of the tunnel, to protect it.
All right, roll it.
I got a 16.
16. That. I'll say that with like a little bit of like hesitation, it does like look at like the danger around it, and it does sniff at you, and it does smell jujube saliva on you, and sees you as a friend, and it'll run into the burrow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm positioning myself in front of the tunnel. I'm guarding the tunnel, and we'll.
That was your that would be like your action to do that.
That's fine. As long as I get in the tunnel, I am fine with doing that.
All right. Any bonus actions?
I will just go ahead and make sure that I have my great axe pulled out, and not for now. I don't think I can do anything because fighters are fighters. They don't really have a whole bunch that they can do. As long as I'm in front of the tunnel. Oh, defending narrow things as a bonus action. Enter defensive. Okay, so I'll enter my defensive stance as a bonus action while I'm in the tunnel.
All right.
I can make opportunity attacks without using my reaction, and I can use my
Now,
reaction
so like you're
melee attack.
You're outside of the tunnel. Like this is a small burrow. Like you're not like in the tunnel. You're like guarding the entrance of the tunnel.
Defending narrow passages, doorways, and other tight spaces.
I'll call that. That counts.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Next shall be Java coming in and making a splash.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see. There's sorry, get back to my normal voice. So there is a. Sorry, I know there's a little disparate and like little difference between them, but so the one hunter that's already there that blew his horn, I want to target him. So I'm assuming I'm close to them.
Yeah, you get you're pretty close to him. I'd say like you're in like within like 20 or so feet of him.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to try to whack him with the stick at first. Let's see.
Hop on up to him.
Yep.
He goes, "Ooh, a little frog man. I wonder if I could use your skin to make myself some froggy skin boots."
Oh, let me give you a hug.
I got a 20. Not a natural, but I got a 20.
Ooh, that
Hey,
is more
dirty
than
20.
his AC.
Yeah.
I am wondering what their AC is, because what their AC is determines whether it's worth it or not to go for the -5 + 10. But you're not going to tell me, so I'm going to have to figure it out from observation.
Yep,
Doing,
I am not going to tell you.
Doing 7 points of damage.
All right, 7.
Bonus action. I'm going to try my flurry of blows.
Yeah, I love flurrying some blows.
Going for
Got an
it.
18.
That'll hit.
All right. For an extra 7 points of damage.
All right, another 7.
And I think that's going to be me. In the area we are there trees around us, or is it just a burrow?
There's the burrow, the clearing. Further out, there are trees, but that's not really like the. Excuse me. So, to get to the trees, you would probably need to like leave like the the general area. Like they're not. You don't have trees immediately nearby.
Okay.
That's
All right.
good.
So let's see. Then I think that will be me standing there just smiling with no teeth because frogs don't have bones. And
I'm never lay this down.
just going to stare him, like short to upper, because I'm assuming he's a big guy. I'm like,
You blew the horn out of the wrong hole.
Pretty sure
Now
frogs
it's time to put it in the right one.
Oh.
He looks at you and goes like, you boneless freak.
Wait, how much damage did that guy take and he's still standing?
He took 14 damage.
Okay, so these guys are at least a little bit resilient.
Yeah, I told you the skeletons on my mug are you guys later. That's Blitzen.
All right. Blitzen is a freight train. The guy with the horn, she's gonna try and kill him to death with her sword.
I
I
see.
kill you to death.
He's within 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so first she's going to, as a bonus action, she's going to cast one of her spells on herself. It is going to be Divine Favor. Until she breaks concentration, or for 1 minute afterward, she gets plus D4 damage, radiant damage on all her successful attacks.
All right.
And then she's going to rock up to this guy and swing her sword real good. I'm going to choose not to take the -5 + 10 because I am not, because it would be too funny if I missed. I don't want to be that funny.
Hey, love.
Yeah.
Paul has redeemed an immediate relevant character. Their quest has been Pokey the Bear. And the Jabberwocky call.
God damn it!
Okay, so
It's not supposed to exist.
okay, so what happened is I rolled a nat 1.
I said yes and what?
What happened?
I did what I was supposed to. I was like, we're doing an improv. There's a bear. Let's get it. It's heightened. Make it
Okay, so
funny.
what happened
There's
is
a
I rolled a
bear.
1.
Hee. All right, we leave. The bear is gone. He doesn't exist anymore. No, you know what? Fine. Pokey, the goddamn. I'm gonna roll initiative for Pokey the bear. I'm gonna find stats for Pokey the bear.
Okay, so I did roll a nat 1 on my attack, unfortunately. I don't suppose a 10 hits either.
You did critically fail, so you do.
Yeah, so it
auto
missed
miss.
regardless. Well, I've got extra attack. I'm gonna try again. I love extra attack. If I crit fail again, I'm gonna die in real life. I crit failed again! What?
Well, Blitzen, you made a promise.
Oh,
I gotta say, that's the worst thing you can do in an improv.
Bear warrior.
I
I have to find.
Anything you want to do to
Something
Paul, by the
for
way, I
this
can
guy.
enact it
Why?
upon him in real life.
I can't believe. Oh man, I was trying so hard to be cool, and I failed both of my rolls to attack completely catastrophically.
Yeah, you. I don't believe in like crit fails having like big crazy like additional things. That's just throwing a fail on a fail. But you do look real bad. Like you roll up with this sword that is bigger than you,
Swing it a bit.
and for a second the guy is like, "Oh dear," and you kind of eat shit a little bit. Like you don't. I'm not gonna say you swing twice. Like you slip in mud and you fall into mud and there's mud all over
Okay.
you.
Yeah,
you
I
stand back up, and like it looks very clearly like you're trying not to cry, but he does notice.
Oh no, Blitzen.
You don't take any damage, but you do take damage to your reputation.
She is really sad and angry at this man. I don't think I took my bonus action already, so I don't think I have anything left to do on my turn.
I think that's unfortunately like your deal.
Hopefully,
And
something will happen to cause me to make an opportunity attack, and I can redeem myself.
it is now Pokey the Bear's turn. From the distance, from the top ropes, Pokey the Bear shows up, and he's not in his normal like working garb. Pokey the Bear is in a full luchador mask,
Oh my god.
unitard. He yells out in bear, Scritcherscratch, you're the only one who knows what he says. He says, hey guys. No, I can't do that voice. It's too on the nose. Hey guys. Can you smell what Pokey the Bear is cooking? He's cooking up pain. And he jumps over this guy and puts him in a full German suplex. Which is gonna do, I've decided besides doing this much damage.
Yes, I knew we could count on you, Pokey.
Did he get the kill?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god.
Just 13 damage.
Oh my god.
Okay, so these guys have less than 27 health.
Which is just enough.
Okay, so these guys have about 27 health.
So he dies because a bear
Luchador bear
came out of nowhere, and you would think the bear would maul him.
Luchador bear.
But no, that's not what happened. The bear wrestled him to the ground, put him in a German suplex so bad that his spine broke. And there's a beat of silence as everyone takes a second to process
I could
that
realistically kill one of these guys from full health in one turn if I wasn't a complete incompetent.
extra bonus action. I just kind of slide the horn into the between cheeks that are sticking out of the back of his pants now because
Oh no.
The horn boy is now dead and has a horn in his butt. His last action of life is that a little tooth does go through the horn.
A little tooth goes through the horn.
press
Little
on
tooth
him a
goes
little
through the
bit.
horn. Little tooth goes through the horn. That's gonna be fucking Pokey Bear. That's gonna be Ionia. Ionia, it's your turn.
All right, so the other guys, have they showed up yet to the fight?
Oh, they're there. Like, they're fully there.
And everyone's just staring as the bear just completely wrecks this guy's shit.
Like, this is all happening in, like, very short order. Like, they rolled up. The guy looked at you with his horn, like, A frog came up and, like, stabbed him. And he's like, ah. And then a bear came over and then snapped him into, like, a fucking Slim Jim. And then now you're happening.
Okay. All right.
Now
so...
whatever you do is happening immediately after that just happened.
Okay, so how far apart are these guys? Like the distance from the furthest guy to the left to the furthest guy to the right, kind of deal.
So they're all relatively well clustered together. If you're trying to do like an AoE thing, I'll like roll to see how many you can hit.
All right, so I am going to, if I can find it, I'm going to use a breath weapon. I have fire breath, so I'm going. It says I do it within a 30-foot line breath weapon that is 5 feet wide. So
Go.
All right.
I'm gonna roll a d4. You can get 3 of the 4 dudes.
3 of the 4 dudes.
Yeah.
By the way, they're positioned.
I love
All right.
geometry.
And so they all have DC 16, I suppose.
So they have to make DC. They'll have to make a
Yeah,
DC
it says
16 check.
they have to make a DC Wisdom saving throw 16.
Wisdom? Damn. All right.
Wisdom?
All right.
All right, yeah. Let's go.
Wisdom. All right. First one passes. Second one fails. Third one fails.
This
One
is
pass, two
safe.
fails.
Is this a save for
So-
F or a save to dodge?
This is a save to dodge. So, all right. So I get 2 of these guys with my fire breath. Then
Yep, you hit 2 of them.
all right. So let's see. Got 7 and a 12. That is 19 damage. 2d10. So they take 19 damage, both of them. So Ione is just like, all right, you meanie, I'm going to do something about you. Just cone of flames toward these guys.
They're on fire and they're screaming as though they have been set on fire because they have been. They go, ah, ah, and somewhere out there, you're not sure how or why you can sense this, but you feel that someone out there is going, praise the fire goddess, the fire is cleansing.
Heck yeah, I love callbacks.
Yay!
And they are not dead, but they are not happy.
Yes, they've been weakened. Yes, give me more attacks.
Not dead, but not happy. That's my life.
Scritcherscratch. It's your go.
All right. I don't know if you people have noticed, but there's kind of a problem here. There really aren't that many bears on the scene right now.
Stop.
I mean, well, look, man, we only got the one, so here's what's gonna happen.
All right.
From my little
You're
spell
speaking my
component
language.
pouch,
I love this.
I've got this little little gold-colored
no.
acorn. So I'm
That's
gonna
fair.
use my action to just bend down, and I go through the whole rigmarole, like plant it like a tender little seed, cover it up with dirt, give it a little loving kiss, like grow well, little buddy, and then out from the dirt digs itself out of the ground. Because I cast Summon Beast at third level, we have a grizzly bear. It just looks like a grizzly bear. It's got its own stat block.
Thank you.
When it emerges, sorry, what were you saying? All right, moving on.
I was saying thank you for that, for like having the stat blocks on hand.
Yep.
I always appreciate a druid who like keeps their stuff prepped.
Yeah, weird, right? Anyway,
Gonna be wearing a
when it
little
emerges-
fez. Says chat.
No. When it emerges, I shout at it in bear speak and point proudly, which the bears on scene know means something along the lines of, show these scum their place.
Know your fucking
And-
place, trash.
And since the bear A obeys my commands, B moves immediately after my initiative, it will charge at one of the at the not on fire hunter. I believe there's one right now.
There's 2 that are not on fire.
2. He's gonna charge at one of the not
There are
on
2 non-fire
fires,
hunters.
and he will attack.
Oh,
Which
you think I'm afraid of
means-
bears? Just because my friend was unceremoniously split in half by a bear less than seconds ago? Well, you'd be correct about that, but I'm still going to fight.
How is 14?
14 does not do it.
No, it does not. Well, I've done what I can do. You guys have fun.
Was it one bear or multiple bears?
I get 1.
Even so, there's a lot more people in play than. Oof. All right. Any other actions? Bonus actions?
I got nothing else for you, dude.
Then that is back to the top.
That says, doesn't it have multi-attack?
Wait, do bears
This
have
is
multi-attack?
a normal ones do. This is a summon beast bear. It could have multi-attack with the level 4 spell slot.
Level
I
4
used a level 3.
half rounded down. You do
Okay.
have the circle
I
summons
see.
though as a circle of shepherd druid, and there's that one that gives you advantage. I think it's the wolf. for your allies.
Pack
within
tactics.
30
I love
feet.
pack tactics.
This is quite possible.
I love having advantage.
As someone who just got done with a 3-year
not
campaign as a
fail,
Circle of
but
Shepherd
so
Druid,
hard.
that was my favorite shit to do.
All right, let's see. Who's been the most dangerous so far?
That would be Pokey.
Or actually, Iiski, you're the one that's in the way of their goal.
I am. Please come hit me. I appreciate that. I would love it if they would come hit me.
Yeah, you're the tank.
All right, so let's see.
And in
Boom,
fact, if they
boom,
do come near me, let
boom.
me know.
They don't come near you. They whip out these, again, big fancy looking crossbows.
Mhm.
And then they shoot at you. They're going to shoot essentially like a roped harpoon arrow. It's going to be, what is that? It's going to be a 17 to hit.
That would hit, but shield.
Cool. Cool.
Hey, you know what I did to Iiski that would sound really familiar to you as someone who did this to his fighter? You and
Is
I
that
gave
you took a
Iiski-
level of wizard just to be a dick?
No.
I did that with a fighter, and I was like, I revealed it in the moment of them talking to a wizard that was like important, like an NPC to the story, and I was like, "Can I do a little flashback?" And they're like, "Sure." They're like, "Hey, wouldn't it be wild if I learned some wizard shit and like didn't tell anyone?" And they said, "Huh, yeah, that'd be hilarious." And then it flashed forward to him casting shield.
No, I just took the Fey touched feat.
That's great.
Anyway, multi-attack.
That's fine.
That doesn't hit. God damn it. First guy's done trying to kill you. The second guy's gonna start trying to kill you.
Sure.
All right.
It's gonna be a dirty 20 to hit.
Misses.
That's a wait. Hold on. What's 5? What's that? That's a 21 to hit.
Meets it. Beats it.
Ha ha! You're going to take. Da 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 da.
Oh hey, AC buddies.
You're going to take 8 damage, and you're going to need to make a strength saving throw.
Oh no.
Are you
The
within 10
fighter
feet of
has
me?
to make a strength saving throw.
Because you're next to the guy that I'm next to, which means you might be within 10 feet of me. And if you are, you get +3 to all your saves.
Oh, I get a bonus also on top of that too, so it's fine.
I mean, I found these guys and like they can do really cool stuff. I promise.
That's 30.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
30.
So viewers, you're watching the same thing that I am. Like, you see that I'm trying. Like, let no one say I didn't try.
Hey, sometimes the players roll badly.
So you're fine.
And sometimes they don't.
Last attack that's going to you.
Cool.
No. No, it doesn't hit. The 2 other guys, seeing how difficult it is to do you a murder, look over to Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe.
Come on.
Which 2 are the ones who are trying to kill him? The ones that are on fire or the ones that aren't?
They look over to Java.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby, indeed. One of them is going to attack Java.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 15 to hit.
What are you hitting with?
What are you hitting with?
Oh, they're shooting you with a crossbow.
Oh, cool, cool. What was it again?
15? So 15 to hit.
15 to hit? That does not hit. However.
Oh, you're a monkey.
However,
Catch missiles.
I will absolutely.
God!
These
I always forget they can do that!
Yep.
No!
Just tried to shoot the monk.
That's my favorite thing that happens when a monk is on your team, and my least favorite thing when you're trying to like, kill a monk.
God, fuck! They all use crossbows!
Hey, sometimes this happens
And
too.
and if you'd like to rule on this. I am a grung, which means I am covered in a poison. So
Oh.
once I catch said bolt and throw it back, should I be successful at hitting them, would I also add poison damage?
Grungs do have their contact poison
I'm
thing,
gonna
huh?
allow that, but only because that absolutely fucks. I'm gonna allow that only because it's dope as shit. So yes.
Awesome. All right. So they shoot at me. I snatch it, fling it back for 10 points of damage. Make a Constitution saving throw, DC 12 for the poison.
So I would do that, but he's dead.
Ah,
He's one of the ones that was on
He's-
fire.
he's been killed.
The first two were like the fully healthy dudes that went after like the target. The other two were like, we're dying. We're gonna try to get some easy damage in. And then the first guy was very wrong, and now he is dead. He shoots the bow. He shoots the arrow at you, and it was another one of those harpoon arrows. You dip it, grab the rope, spit some poison on it from your fucking frog mouth, your boneless frog mouth, and you fling it back at him, and it just like boom right in the dome, and he just like unceremoniously like falls to the ground, and he is also dead.
Please
that
send the
moment,
last
I'm like,
guy.
"Come get
I
some,
need Blitzen to
bitches!"
prove that he's kind of okay at something, which is not getting hit.
Java being like a little Stitch grung is
I
my
was
favorite
just
thing
gonna say
ever.
something about that setting, very Stitch-like.
I'm
They
absolutely
just
loving
saw
it.
Lilo and Stitch last night.
Yep.
Java is actually a concept I played years and years ago. He's a amalgamation of Stitch and Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
course.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
I should not, or else people will think I don't get that reference.
Meatwad get the money, see? Meatwad get the honey, see?
That's
Alright,
why I
never
say,
mind.
hey, baby.
I can like now that I know it, I can hear it. All right, so the last hunter boy.
Meanwhile, I've been hearing Jar Jar this whole time.
Lisa don't like the Jar Jar.
All right.
Final hunter boy looks around, is horribly hurt. Saw that like his friend next to him, like who was leveling the crossbow alongside him, shot, and then the arrow got thrown back at him in like, I'm gonna say it went through his skull, clean through his skull actually. It's
Ooh.
like, oh, fuck, and uses his action to produce a horn.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
Calling more backup?
That's okay.
these
Look
guys
at where
are
the
there?
last horn went.
Well, therein lies the problem, because you don't hear the same thing. You don't hear Kalu, Kalay, Kalu, Kalay. You hear a swishing, slashing sound, but it's weird. It's like you feel like you're all well-honed warriors. You know the sound of a blade cutting through air, like swish, swash, whatever. But it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like thicker knack. Thicker knack. Thicker knack.
Purple blade went Snicker
Thicker
snack.
knack.
Yeah.
Can you tell I'm a nerd for this random poem? Anyway, two dudes show up identical in their posture and the way they carry themselves.
It's the bosses.
They too have big fancy crossbows, but they have them slung across their back. They both have these cutlasses that are glowing with an arcane purplish energy that you can probably surmise to be Vorpal blades. They have matching top hats, handlebar mustaches, and
Vorpal blade
they
is
look
just the name of a magic
rich,
item, isn't it?
but they look gentlemanly, but they look Teddy Roosevelt gentlemanly.
Oh.
They look Rough Rider gentlemanly. They feel different than the other hunters that have come in. And you recall the information you were given, the ones leading this hunting party, the Barrow Grove siblings. They've just arrived on the scene. And they're gonna roll their initiative. Geyer and Gimbal Bargrove. And they rolled like shit. Awesome. This is a great time. I did a whole thing. I did a whole lead up, and man.
Nothing says badass like failing.
That's
We
true.
got all our
I'm
high
out
goals
here,
out
I
I'm out here
have to
trying.
say
I'm out here
this.
doing my thing. I'm out here doing my whole ass thing, man. What is that? 4. That should have. That's a 7.
Everyone's just vibing right now.
Vibing.
Well, I'm in character. I'm doing this in the battlefield.
Okay. Alright, so that was just the hunter's turn. That's gonna be Iiski. Excuse me.
Alright.
Oh, great, awesome. So Iiski goes ahead and they're how far away are they from him?
The Barrowgrove siblings,
Yes.
they just arrived into the clearing, so they're probably about like 40, 50 feet away.
How far is the last person that is remaining?
There's still 3 dudes remaining.
Oh, I thought there was only one. How
There's
far away are they?
3 dudes remaining. One is real hurt.
One is on fire.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, how far away are
I got
they?
that one.
They're a good deal closer because they were like already there getting into the mix with you.
Like within 15 feet?
I'll say they're within about like 20 feet.
Okay. Actually, this is what I want to do a little bit. Alright, well, I guess if that's the case, I will still take my defensive stance bonus action, but I'll pull out my crossbow instead. And I will fire at them with a crossbow, since I don't want to leave the tunnel.
Oh, interesting.
Alright, which one are you firing at?
We'll start with the hurt one.
Okie doke. Roll to hit.
Sure will.
He looks at you and goes, no.
Alright, that's a plus another 2. So it's a plus 8 right now. So 26 to hit.
That hits.
God damn.
Okay.
Ah.
That's max roll. So 8 plus 4. Right now, yeah, 4. So 12 damage.
You shoot him in the neck. And he goes, and he dies.
Cool.
Ooh,
There's 2 more of those.
There's 2 more of those.
Cool.
And then there's 2 more past those that look gruffer.
Okay.
The twins. Oh,
Yeah.
Blitzen's the only
Bargrove
one who heard
siblings.
about them, right?
I'll start with the other 2 that are closer. Within the 40 feet. We'll just go ahead and try to take those out. Next one if they look hurt. Otherwise just one of them if they look the same.
They're both the same.
Okay. That's a crit. How are you handling crit rolls?
So, listeners at home, I'm gonna regret this, but it is a rule that if I were on the other side of things, I would want to be transferred to me, and I'm a man of honor. At our own home games and on our podcast game, we do brutal criticals, so you never have a flub of a crit. So rather than doubling your dice, you roll your dice regular, but you add on the maximum damage that you could have rolled if you had rolled it straight. As an example, if you had something that did 1d6 plus 6 damage, you would roll 1d6 plus 6 damage, but you would add 16 damage to whatever total you got, as though you had rolled maximum and then whatever else on there. Because crits are cool, and you should never be like, oh, I crit, but I rolled poorly, so I still did 10 damage.
Okay.
So that is a rule I will honor.
The crit is 22.
As much as I am getting my shit fucked in, This guy is barely alive.
I
Great.
guess we're not doing phrasing anymore.
I'll go ahead and action surge.
No.
Yeah, you're fighting.
22 to hit.
Yeah, this man's dead. Yeah, this man's dead.
Yes.
It's for the best, because we have half an hour left.
Yeah,
Not
we
even.
do not have long left.
That is math. 8 damage.
He's dead.
Okay. Last guy.
It's frightening. Like the guys kind of start to square up, and remember that like a round of combat is like 7 seconds or some shit. So like they kind of like start to square up, and you like take your crossbow out, and you're like boom boom dead, boom boom dead.
Blitzen is getting increasingly
No.
sad that there's going to be no one left for her to go after.
No.
Yeah. Hate to tell you this. So, last one. Well, good for you. Even with the brutal critical rules, that's a terrible roll because I rolled a 1 on the damage roll. So for that second crit, it's only, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage. On the
Oh,
second
is that all?
Yeah, it's only 17 damage on the second crit.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, only 17 damage.
Cool. I know you guys deduced the health. He has 10 HP left. Do you have bonus actions? Hmm?
Oh, wait, I almost forgot something. I have Savage Attack, so when a critical hit with a melee weapon, I can roll another damage die.
Haven't you been using
I
a
don't
crossbow?
like you.
So 1 second, that's 8. So never mind. So what did I say? 17? So 17 plus 8.
Haven't you been
Did the
using
rest of us just go?
25.
I don't understand the whole thing about.
Fighters are so basic and boring.
like yeah, I
25.
like fighters. I only
Okay.
decided
Yeah,
to play
25.
paladin because I want.
He has
I like paladins.
two. So here's what I'm gonna do because I know we are coming up on time. Roll intimidation with advantage on this man.
Sure. That is 23.
You shoot him so goddamn hard after like very quickly dispatching 2 of his friends in alarmingly like jarringly short order. He like gets knocked onto his ass, gets up, and then starts trying to run away. Blitzen, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yes, attack of opportunity. Let me hit something. If this crit fails, I'm going to retire from playing Dungeons and Dragons.
You hit the baby Jabberwock.
No, it's in the cave. It's fine. You have to go through me first for that.
I rolled a 12, dirty 21. Dirty 21 at +9.
What does it look like when you catch this man trying to run from the field of battle and absolutely murder him?
I think I just knock him on the ass with my sword. Like I just clothesline him.
Yeah, you go for a clothesline with the flat of your sword, but like you're still kind of in like your bad luck mood, and you kind of had it tilted a little bit, and you kind of clothesline it with the blade of your sword, and you fully like bisect him.
This man
like
is in
hamburger
halves.
ways, not hot dog ways.
Yeah, fair enough.
2 steps later, he's.
Like
All right.
he runs for a little bit, and then he like his top part falls off, and his legs still run for like a second after before they also fall down. And the Bargrove siblings look over. Now,
Alright.
I say, brother, that's an idea. That is true, brother. This is quite the pickle. I say we should dispatch these ne'er-do-wells interrupting our hunt. It is a noble pursuit that we seek to subjugate these lesser creatures. I suppose they want to add themselves amongst the ranks of our kills. Yes, brother, it seems that's what they are here for. And they start to closing their way in, but it's not their turn. It is
I'm sorry, what are their names?
Blitzen's
Whoosh
turn.
and
Yes!
Bob?
It's my turn. I'm gonna hit someone with my sword. I'm going to move towards them until I'm 30 feet away, which is the thing I can do, right? And then I am going
Yep.
and then she holds up her sword, she wreathes herself in Fey magic, and she casts Misty Step to get right up next to this guy. And then she's gonna hit him with the sword.
You pull the Omaiwa motion to Eru.
I think she does. Just fuck it. Alright, I'm gonna roll my die. I rolled a 15, dirty 24.
That will hit.
Heck yeah.
The first barrel rope sibling looks up at you and goes, "What the devil?"
I am tired of all this tomfoolery, so I am going to Divine Smite plus 3d8 damage.
Oh boy.
That's all of my second level spell slots for the day. But I'm tired of this man. So that's let's see, 2d6 plus 6 plus 3d8.
Roll it.
I rolled a 31.
31 damage. He looks quite hurt by that, but whereas the other men would have been pounded into a red mist, he like staggers back, catches himself, and says, "Huh, bullet."
Oh, right. I also have plus 1 d4 from that spell that I cast earlier that I almost forgot about. That I rolled 2 on that. So 2 extra damage that I almost forgot about.
So
And-
additional 2 damage.
Yeah. And I also have extra attack, so I'm gonna roll that one now. And I'm feeling lucky.
Oh fuck.
So I'm gonna roll at -5 to hit plus 10 damage, so this is only 1d20 plus 4.
Go for it.
I rolled a dirty 22.
That will hit.
Alright, this is 2d6.
You guys have a high AC. I thought they would last longer.
I'm not going to... I don't think I'm going to choose to smite on this one just yet. So this is 2d6 plus 16. 25 damage?
You might as well smite.
25 damage.
I'm not gonna smite. Y'all can finish him off if he's not dead.
Oof. He's looking a bit worse for wear pretty like immediately off the bat. He had a lot of swagger. His top hat fell off. And like his top hat never falls off.
You know what? I didn't
He's
kill
like,
him, but
my hat. A gentleman could not be without his hat. He's not in a good way.
I didn't kill him, but I took a huge chunk of health off of him, and my gamble paid off, so Blitzen is very happy with how that turn went. I used my bonus action already, Misty Stepping, so I'm going to end my turn. Wait, I forgot to roll the extra 4 damage, the extra d4 of damage.
No!
I rolled a 4!
Hold on.
Wait,
I love
seriously?
it when the GM is like, and there goes my character.
There goes my encounter.
I blew up the bridge.
He's still up.
Alright,
So,
fair
ha.
enough. Yeah, fair enough.
So take that.
Alright.
He's completely erect. No, that's not what I mean.
Wow.
Alright, that's my
I'm used to doing a podcast where I can say dumb stuff and I'll say just cut that, but we can't cut that, so that's just out there. So,
Yep,
As
it's,
his
it's
hat
out
falls,
there,
it
the
doesn't
drugs
make it
don't
to the
have
ground.
bones.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
dogs don't got no bones. I made a boner joke.
Hey, somebody's got a bone.
Okay, but what I'm pretty sure, for real this time, that frogs don't have is boners.
I have a
don't know
great
that,
idea
and
for
I
a
don't
new
want to search
subject.
that.
Fair enough. It's no longer my turn.
Xtina, I hear you
Yeah.
typing, and I don't want you to search it.
I wasn't searching that. I just noticed that
Thank
it was a $15 donation, so I was inquiring about the inspiration for it.
Oh, 15. I think that's it's rough for everybody. $15. That's inspiration for everybody, so everyone just got some inspiration.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm
top of
more
the-
fucked than I was initially.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. And that is the Bar of Rope siblings. Let me see. Sibling number 1, Geyer, the one who you fucked up real bad, looks up at you like his top hat on the ground and says, "How dare you? How dare you unhat me, sir? and he swings at you with his vorpal blade.
Alright.
That's going to be a 22 to hit.
That hits. She only has 19 AC. Which is good, but not good enough.
Oh, and I need more d6s.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What? No, it's fine.
It's fine.
That's a normal amount of dice to roll.
She has lay on hands, it's fine.
That's going to be 19 damage.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Second attack.
I go down to 62.
That's going to be a 25 to hit.
That hits.
First was the snicker, now it's the snack.
6, 9, 12. That'll be 21 damage.
Alright, I'm at half health.
Roll a con save.
Oh no.
Okay, I am standing within 10 feet of myself, so I get a +3. Okay,
You'd get the +3.
Alright, so it's d20 plus 6. That's a 10, unfortunately.
That does not pass. The Vorpal Blades have a special property to them that this is a homebrew that I put together. It is called Brought Low, and that if it brings you to half of your HP within one turn, you have to roll a con save or be knocked prone. You have been knocked prone by the force of the blows.
I hate to tell you, I hate to tell this to you, but because of aid, technically I am at 41 out of 81, which is more than half.
Penises.
It is 1 point off from half.
Penises.
Out of an odd amount of HP. But
Penises.
it is not technically half.
Penises.
I believe the term is peni, so...
I'm.
They did 40 damage total. I have 81
I
health.
gave them cool stuff that they can do to you. my guy, I brought all these guys and they have all this stuff, and you're just like, no.
Hey, you did a lot of damage. That's a lot.
Fine.
That
does not happen. You stand your ground, no con save. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, Blitzen could have also repeated the save because of the inspiration. Also, because I am being asked to be the hello teacher, please remember the inspiration counts for the DM too.
Oh, yeah. Neat.
Like, awesome.
That is the power of siblings. I'm only going to use inspiration for DM PCs on your side because I'm not evil.
Why not?
I fucking forgot the Pokebear is here. Okay.
Pokey, pokey,
No.
pokey, pokey, pokey.
No.
Gotta kill him
I'm
all!
so glad I
I
used
don't
aid
want
earlier.
the bear to kill any of the main guys.
If I hadn't used aid earlier, that would have brought me to below half.
Hold on. Why is Pokey rolling so well?
Pokey, pokey, pokey.
He's not supposed to be here. He doesn't even go here.
I wanna kill the very best, like no bear ever did.
Oh, wow.
You keep...
To steal the kills is my request.
That's 12 damage.
That is.
Did he just get the kill?
No, but he's getting dangerously close to it. He
Interesting.
did not get the kill, but he could have gotten the kill. Pokey the bear. How do I describe this? Pokey the bear comes up, sees his newfound friend Blitzen get like just absolutely hacked up by this sword, and comes in and gives this man the people's elbow, because I don't know why I decided he was a wrestler, but I'm just gonna keep that for all of that damage, and just like just the full force of a fucking grizzly bear in a luchador outfit somehow throwing an elbow to this man's face.
Yeah, the people's
Just
elbow.
absolutely fucks up his whole day.
Yeah, Pokey the Rock. I'm sure that's an anime.
That is the end of Pokey the Bear, who I still can't believe is putting in work. And now that's
Does Pokey have multi-attack?
Pokey does not have multi-attack.
Pokey uses action
I
surge.
feel like Pokey might have.
Pokey does not have action surge. Wait, did I skip over Java?
No.
I think I skipped over Java.
Did you? Oh,
I think
I
he
didn't
did.
even notice.
Yeah.
I did.
I
That's
got
my
to-
bad.
I got
Java,
to kill
it's your
that
turn.
guy on a reaction. Sorry. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my bad.
Alright.
That's Java's turn.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Okay, so about how far away would you say I am from the mostly mauled brother?
I think they're still like the same like distance they were away before. So like, what did I say before? Like 40 feet or 20? What?
40.
Yeah, they're about like 40 feet out.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to use some of my movement to get closer. Let's say about 20 feet. And then I'm going to use my grung ability to jump straight up 35 feet. And do the whole Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, where you know, he pulls back the bow and goes into bullet time.
Yeah, and then
Nice.
he shield surfs on top of someone while in time and gets launched all the way to Hyrule Castle.
I'm going to throw a dart. Does a 14 hit by chance?
It does not.
Ah.
You throw the dart and he catches it out of the air.
How about
He
a
says,
24?
"I'm
Does that
Still threatening, damn it. What was the next one?
count? Next dart is 16.
Oh yeah, you do have inspiration still if you haven't used it. If you want to
Oh, wait,
reroll
wait.
that one that
You said like 24, right?
Yeah, sorry, I rolled a 16, but there was +8 to that, but 24.
Oh. So you do still have inspiration. That second one does definitely hit. So as he's saying, like, I'm still threatening, damn it, the other dart hits him.
Like square between the eyes where the nasal.
It'll depend
Just
on how
not
much damage you do, my friend.
9 points of damage.
Ooh, right in the filter.
Damage. So you throw that dart, and it doesn't hit where you would expect the dart to hit to like kill someone. It doesn't hit him in like the head or the throat. It hits
Oh, it
him in
wasn't
like
go-
the shoulder, and he goes, huh? But unbeknownst to him, you've hit him at a key, like a key point for like his chi flow, and caused his
nerve
chi to
blood.
back up into his heart, and his heart beats faster and faster and faster until it
getting
pops
a
within
blood
his body,
explosion?
and he
Um,
falls to the ground after
Uh-huh.
coughing up blood. Next to his unhatted top hat, the first of the Barrow Grove siblings is dead. His brother, incredibly distraught but undamaged.
Okay, so I have a plan. If that guy survives till my next turn, because he doesn't look very strong. He looks like he looks like he could be a very dexterous man, but he doesn't look very strong. He seems like the guy to fight on horseback with a bow or with a fast weapon. If I have that right, like.
I think I'm going to use a key point and feather fall down, Mary Poppins style, and point directly at the living sibling and go,
That's my hat now, bitch.
Hell
I
yeah.
will never give you my brother's hat.
I didn't say your brother's hat. I said your hat.
Oh.
He shudders a little bit.
Nice. Very nice.
He's shaking. He's a little shaken.
I was a
That
bit of a
is,
chaos
fucking-
agent. Sorry.
Alright, That's Ionia's turn.
Alright, so kind of made this easier for me, so I can just do single target attacks now. Which means I'm just going to go all the frick out, and let's cast Scorching Ray at 4th level, so 5 rays.
I love Scorching Ray.
Cool.
Let's
Awesome.
see.
What do I roll as a save on that one?
I think it's attack
Wisdom?
roll spell.
Is it a
I
roll
think
to
Scorching
attack?
Ray is an attack roll.
Ah, okay then.
Just 5
Go
attack
for it.
rolls.
5 attack rolls?
Roll
Okay.
5 attack rolls. I'm sure that this will go very well for me.
First one is a 4.
Miss.
Second one's a 5.
Have you used your inspiration yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so remember
And-
you have inspiration for one of those, and also that it's your attack roll with the spell attack modifier and your proficiency. So,
So my spell attack modifier
Attack
is...
modifier includes proficiency already, doesn't it?
yeah,
it
it would.
depends on the sheet you're using, how it lays it out. Oftentimes, yes, but not always.
So it would be
Fair
your
enough.
proficiency bonus plus
Your spellcasting
your sorceress or charisma. So
Yeah.
take your charisma bonus and your proficiency and add it to whatever roll that you add on, or whatever roll that you do.
At the end, you mean?
Yeah, at the end, like roll the dice,
Roll.
and then add on your proficiency bonus and your charisma bonus.
That would be plus 8.
All right, then add plus 8
Yeah,
to each
alright.
of those
20
rolls.
charisma.
They do still miss. But like remember that you're adding plus 8 to your rolls.
And then I also have the feature, because it's a fire spell, I also...
Right, because you're Draconic Sorcerer.
Yes. I have elemental affinity, so I get plus 5 damage on top of that, so...
Yeah,
Oh
if you
boy.
hit.
If you hit, yeah.
Oh boy.
But yeah, don't forget, since you have your inspiration, you can re-roll one of those.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you would like
rolled-
to, you can re-roll any of those.
The one I just rolled was a 2, so I guess I'll re-roll that one. This is the third one. It's also a 2.
Oh,
Another miss.
we tried.
And
5,
13,
Miss.
5,
13,
Fire that
Miss.
die. Fire that die right now.
6.
14.
Miss.
Isn't a 5.
Oof.
You're raining fire down upon this man, but he is fueled by hatred and the loss of his only brother. They've been to get their twins. He's never been alone before, and now he's real angsty and angry about it. And he's just deflecting fire with that fancy magic sword he got.
Did we just make an emo Teddy Roosevelt?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Possibly.
We did.
You have made gruff Brendan Urie.
No.
Oh no!
Think about it, the
Um,
top hat.
Well, imagine.
Well,
I'm a
imagine.
pigeon
Well, I'm
kid.
hunting a
We're already
Jabberwocky.
going over time. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go, go,
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Alright, so that's
let's
gonna be
see.
Scritcherscratch.
I haven't done a bonus action.
Oh, balls.
Let's go with more to Raiden, my spouse. I'm sorry.
Scritch, who is still muted.
Yeah, I can use the bonus action to use my necklace of fireballs, right?
I don't think so.
I think
It's
that's
saying
an
the
action.
language.
You gotta read the language of the item.
Gotta find it.
I forgot you took
You
that.
can use an action.
Yeah, it's an action. Never mind. Whatever. Go next person.
Scratch.
So,
Scratch him up.
for the first time since any of you have met him today, you're gonna see Scritcherscratch speak something that's sounds kind of like a language that he is proficient in. He takes this wide stance, begins to do all these huge wavy motions, chanting in Druidic. Raises his arms, and materializing from nowhere, a pack of 8 wolves. Because I have
Yes.
just cast conjure animals.
Pretty
Yes.
wolves.
Now, this is going to make the bear
That's what I was
disappear,
concerned about.
but I think it's going to work out. I need to
Oh,
roll
pack
their
animals.
initiative because they get their own initiative.
Oh god.
Unless Drew
wonderful.
wants to do it the way we've been doing on an AOD.
Let's have them all act on the same initiative right after yours for expediency. We're getting close on time.
Yeah.
Considering, yeah.
Okay,
I think we are
Then,
currently going over
here's what's
time.
going to happen. All 8 of those wolves are going to, at my command, whoa, 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 launch themselves at the remaining hunter brother. And my guess is with 8 wolves all rolling with advantage because of pack tactics, it's going to be a good time.
Gimbal Barg
Oh,
rolls,
bro.
holds his stance, his sword aloft,
All right.
ready for the wolves, thinking, what a beautiful wedding. What a beautiful wedding to surprise me.
Okay,
No,
I'm going to list,
I gotta
off,
stop doing
I'm gonna
that.
list off 8 numbers. You just tell me how many of them hit.
Okay.
13, 10,
Nope.
12,
Nope.
23, 21, 14, 16,
Nope.
19.
3 hit.
Those were your pack tactics rolls?
Okay, so the
Yeah.
worst one that hit was a 19. The best one that hit that didn't was a 16.
Yeah. I'm going to re-roll one of those because, hey, I have inspiration.
As well use it.
As well.
15.
Oh, doesn't hit.
No. Okay. So we got 3 hits. Wolves do 2d4 plus 2.
Are you a high enough level Shepherd of Circle Druid, Circle of Shepherd Druid, that if you had your circle out, they would get your bonus?
I actually have no idea what the heck you're talking about.
They have the totems. Circle of Shepherd Druids do.
Oh, the totems.
Yeah.
Maybe. But we're
I
here.
think it's a bonus
so
action to pull those out.
Perhaps it is, but now we're here. So, to move on. Let's see. We got 5 damage plus 6 damage plus 5 damage.
The 5, 6, and 5.
6 and 5.
They bite him up real good, but he shrugs them off. His like shirt is ripped, but he is underneath the shirt also ripped.
Oh
And
no,
he's
you
slowly
Yeah, he's too
made
strong.
him too sexy!
All right, and I have now that I have a bonus action, maybe I should do something like casting. What do we have here?
Bonus action spell.
A hawk spirit. I can use a bonus action to just no cost. A hawk spirit is going to start circling around our battlefield. So now, when a creature within, what is it, 30 feet? No. Yeah, 30 feet of the hawk makes an attack roll, they have advantage.
Nice.
Well, everybody got advantage. Which is real bad because it's Iiski's turn.
Oh, good.
Oh god.
And then
Yay!
after that,
You already
my
used your
turn.
action surge.
That's okay. I don't need it. How far? He's still 40 feet away from me?
Yeah, thereabouts.
He's not coming any closer. I'll probably do this because this sounds fun. Iiski sort of looks back into the cavern and is like, "Don't leave from the cavern, little dude. You'll stay safe there. We'll make sure of it." And then he starts chanting from his fraternity bros this eldritch invocation that he had learned from his time at his fraternity. And you see a tattoo along his arm starts glowing
No.
as he invokes the Eldritch Maul tattoo from the Eldritch Claw.
No.
And he gets within enough distance where within 15 feet from
No.
this dude, he can attack him
No.
with a melee attack. And he also is a tavern brawler fighter, so he's proficient in melee and improv weapons too. So where he's just gonna attack him with this big ol' inky tentacle where he's dealing an additional d6 of force damage. So
I hate it.
if we hit, assuming.
I don't like it.
And these are magical attacks in case that matters for you. Great. So he's gonna try to go ahead and just smack him on with this great sword that he has. That is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, oh my god. 6, 10, 14 plus the additional d6, so 13. So 13 damage on that first attack.
Nice.
Second attack. I don't know if that one. No, that one's higher. Okay, so that hits.
And they're so high, you don't even have to say the number.
It was higher than the last one, so
Fair
7, 8, 9, 10, 14. That one's only 14 damage.
14 damage. Ooh, boy.
And then let me just make sure that I can't do anything else because I already used action surge. Scroll critical hit melee weapon. None of those were critical. I don't think this thing gives me anything additional. Oh wait, there should be an additional +1 to that damage. So add an additional 2 to each of those damages.
Cool.
Total, not like each, but yeah. I think that's everything I can do.
All right, he's still relatively solid, but that's still like it's still less than ideal that he has been stabificated so many times. All right, any other actions?
No, I think that's everything I can do.
All right, then next in the initiative is, I'm not going to skip over you this time, Java.
All right, so I'm about 20 feet away from the last brother, right?
Yep.
And how far was Iiski?
I'm within 15 feet of this dude.
Okay.
Don't worry about hitting me though. If you need to do something that's gonna hit me, fine. I have almost full health.
Oh, no, I wasn't going
I'm
to
a
do
fighter,
that. I was
so.
just going to ask you, attack of opportunity on me if you could, as I'm running past you, if you could launch me towards him.
Oh,
Oh, that's so fun.
am I allowed to? Can I do that?
Yeah, all right.
Cool. What do I need
Might
to
as
roll?
well.
Do it because
That's
it's
like an
cool.
attack roll.
Yeah.
Roll what?
Roll attack on
Just
me.
regular attack roll.
That I'm assuming will hit, because he's still proficient. So, I have a +7 to that. So, why can't I do math anymore? 18 + 7, 25.
25. Yeah, that hits quite a bit. So as I'm running past you, you can grab me anywhere there's like belting or cloth, so you're not touching my actual skin. Bad idea. But are you flinging me directly at him?
Wherever you told me to fling you.
Yeah, straight at him.
Fastball special.
Yep.
Hell yeah,
Straight
fastball
at him.
special. I
Yeah.
love fastballs.
Do it to him.
Sports.
Sports
Sport.
ball. Okay.
Take
So
his
I'm-
stupid hat.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I rolled a nat 20 for a 28
Hell yeah.
on unarmed strike.
Okay.
That's a crit.
All right, crit on this man. Crit on this
That
top-headed
takes-
man.
17 points of damage as I cling my arms and legs around his head.
Great.
Do I need to roll a grapple for that, or?
Yeah, roll let's see, roll athletics to like stay stuck on his face.
All right, let's see, athletics. Oh no, where is it? Skills. There we go. It's been a while since I've done. That's not much. I rolled a 17.
Okay, 17. I'll say that does it. You're able to stick to his face with
Oh.
your froggy hands.
Excellent. Can he make Constitution save DC 12?
He goes, What'd you say?
DC 12 Constitution.
That's a 16 on the die.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, that does it. That does it. All right, so he's not poisoned, but I am literally just attached to this man's head, just wrapping my arms and legs, and I slowly begin to put my mouth over his head and like try to get his head into my mouth.
You're trying to eat him.
He's like, get unhand me!
You funky little frog.
His hat falls off. He's like, my hat!
Would
Blitzen
we
actually
say
does
that
say
he
this.
would have disadvantage on saves?
I'll not say disadvantage on saves, but I'd say like I could count that as disadvantage on like attack rolls, as you
Yeah.
are like affecting his ability to concentrate.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Okay.
As I'm just running my tongue all over his face.
Ooh.
I guess I don't need to do restraining strike anymore on my turn, so I can
Yeah,
still roll my
he's
spell
kind of having a
slots for
rough time. I
spikes.
think that's. Let's see, who's next?
Is it me?
That is Blitzen.
Yeah! I'm going to walk up to him and I'm going to hit him with my sword. Do I have advantage? From the bird?
Let's see. Oh yeah, because of the falcon, the hawk.
Mm-hmm.
You have advantage.
Oh, nice.
He looks at you. He says, "Look, you look to be of more noble blood. Side with me. We could hunt, and it would be cool. And please don't stab me."
Your hair is so tasty.
Stop.
Okay, Gollum.
I look directly at him and she looks directly at him and she says, that frog is doing praxis. You know that? Eat the rich. And then I roll an 18 to hit. Is it? Does the 18 hit?
The 18 does not hit.
Oh, DC 19. Okay, AC 19. Alright, I shouldn't have gone for the minus 5 plus 10. I get an extra attack and I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice.
Do you still have inspiration?
I rolled a well, it doesn't matter because I crit. Actually, can I spend the inspiration to have that be the reroll instead of the extra attack?
Yeah, you go for it. I don't know if he'll live through this,
All right,
depending on what you do.
I rolled a
That's
crit.
because rules
I'm
is
going
written, you can
to-
decide that after you've hit whether you're smiting and what you're smiting with.
And I am going to. I've ran out of max level, but I am going to smite with my normal dice. So that's 2d8. So let's see. Base damage on this attack is 2d6 plus 6 plus 2d8, which is 16 plus 18 is 34. 34, so 2d6 plus 2d8 plus 40.
Oh.
I rolled a 57.
So he looks to you and his top hat. Actually, no, his top hat fell off. He makes his desperate plea of like, "No, join me. Blitzen, you're of noble blood. You're not like the commoners." You say to him, "Eat the rich." And then, kind of in like the fashion that's been going on with the game, like you've been doing a lot of like accidentally like missing and falling and like meaning to hit with the flat of your blade and then like accidentally hitting with the sharp of your blade, and you do hit him with your sword, but it is still like turned the wrong way so you don't hit him with the blade. But you hit him so hard that the top of his body explodes.
Yeah! I had 2 more attacks after that, by the way. I had 2 more attacks
Good
after
thing
that,
you
by
did
the
beat
way,
him.
because I get a 3rd attack when I crit. Hell yeah,
And, like-
master.
Like a gift from a fairy godmother, his hat flutters down from the heavens onto your head.
Yeah! Blitzen will
Now,
treasure
what happens
this hat.
after you have cleared out this, this Jabberwock hunt?
From the burrows emerged the baby Jabberwocks. There are about 4 of them in total. All of them,
Again, even
Jabberwocky.
younger than your friend Jujubee that you met.
Aw.
It seems that in the entirety of the forest, because of like the overhunting that these kind of people have done, that these are the only like Jabberwocks that were available to be found. In that time, the mayor is able to make contact with you. He pays you a modest sum, but also is able to allow you to come and visit the Jabberwocks whenever you so please. They work on like building them up. They do have to like take them in for a while, like to protect them. and it takes a long time. Their maturity period is a great many years, which normally wouldn't be a problem, but with the hunting was really putting them at a sound disadvantage. But now that you had intervened and quite literally the tale of what happened to these guys gets around other like Jabberwock hunters, the process very quickly dies out. The Jabberwocks are saved, and it is all thanks to you. Give yourselves a big hand.
Woo!
And that is the end of our tale. Everybody, thank you for joining us. I know we're a little bit over in time, so I'm going to try not to talk super long. I had a great time with you guys. Keep watching for our next group through and keep donating to help fuel Black Girls Code and to fuel the hilarity of our adventures. Here again, I have been Drew. If you enjoyed watching me get my ass handed to me because I'm bad at planning, check me out, Agents of Damned. Find me anywhere where podcasts going on. Same thing with my wonderful wife, Xtina. I play as a player in the first campaign, and I will be the DM of this upcoming campaign. And maybe I will learn to not get my shit kicked in quite so much. We shall see. Going around the bend, Java, since you kind of had to jump in a little bit like later, give us like your closing remarks and your plugs and such.
Sorry, went right into my voice. So yeah, Justin Langston. I did Mid-Dice Crisis on YouTube. It's where a group of us have played our last campaign, and you can find me on all the socials under my name. That's it. Thank you so much for letting me play.
Oh, thank you for coming, my man. Let's go now with Scritcherscratch.
I am a total amateur, and I got nothing but thank you for letting me fuck up your community.
Thank you for coming out, and I wouldn't call you an amateur. You handled yourself very well out there. Let's transfer to Blitzen.
My name is Ashley. I am known for playing Blitzen Vandenberg. I played Galena yesterday, and I played Galena, basically the same character actually, on another tabletop role-playing game actual play podcast called Resonant Beats. It's linked in my Twitter, at BeatsPod, or at Resonant Beats, wherever fine podcasts are sold. Go check them out. They're great. Everyone here is great, but they're not here, so I have to recommend them. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Let's go with Ionia.
Hi, I'm Ryogla. I am Paul's girlfriend, and that's basically why I'm here. And I'm also an amateur who doesn't have any other projects going on, so maybe in the future I'll be involved in more stuff, but right now I kind of don't have anything. And that is Ryeaugla, Ryogla.
Praise the Fire Queen. Fire is cleansing. And last but not least, the cutest one of all, Iiski.
Oh, sorry.
Cute and irritating for my wonderful husband.
Yes, you are.
Love you. Yeah, hey guys, I'm Xtina. You can find me across the internet at Grikachu. I am a player in Campaign 1, and we'll be coming up Campaign 2 for Agents of Damned. Find us, like Drew said, wherever you listen to podcasts, at Agents of D on Twitter and Hive, Agents of Damned on Instagram and TikTok, and AOD on Facebook, because Facebook doesn't like the word damned, even though it's an acronym. Thanks so much for listening. Make sure you're donating. We have one more game after this that we'll be transitioning into shortly, and hopefully you can help us reach that final goal. We're almost there. Only $45, I think, left to go for the goal. So
come on, you guys got to go for it.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're going to wave. We're going to do big friendly waves.